Cougar foul, number 10, Sydney Freeman, her third, team sixth. Oakhill foul, 33, Adriana Trexler, her second, team fifth. Rebound bucket.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening and welcome to Linton Miner Basketball from the home of Miner Pride, where the Linton-Stockton Miners are hosting the Lady Alice's from Vincennes, Lincoln. Now, on the varsity level, Vincennes, Lincoln coming in at 10-4, Linton coming in at 6-8. Kevin Rader, yours truly here, joining me, Heather Rader, tonight. And so far, we think Big D is going to be around a little later, and we certainly welcome that. But, Heather, the Linton-Stockton Miners had a tough one the other night and almost pulled it out.
It was a great matchup to watch. I know that Lady Miners were not going to give up, and we were courtside literally on the second row and seen a lot of action, and we thank all of you for joining us on Tuesday evening. Now, we should mention that the boys basketball team was in action on Tuesday night down at Evansville Christian, and unfortunately we were not able to be two places at once, but they did pull out a victory on Tuesday evening, and we're very excited to say that they have moved now to 9-1. Their victory came at 66-40 over the Evansville Christian Eagles. There you can see the graphic for that game, which was Hayden Feltner. And tomorrow night we're going to be right back here in Linton-Stockton as the Bloomfield Cardinals travel to Linton-Stockton for what is to be a great matchup. There's lots of things going on tomorrow night. I know that the alumni band is going to be performing, as well as some minor cadets. There's going to have some special, I think, fundraisers going on in the concession stand, so you don't want to miss that tomorrow night's game as well. And then on Saturday, Kevin, we're going to head to Bloomington North at 6 o'clock for a matchup between the Lady Miners and the Cougars. So this is game 2 of the week for us out of 4, and we're very excited to be able to be back in the court, back in the gym for lots of Miner Pride action.
We should say that last night, or not, was it last? No,
it was Tuesday.
Tuesday night against Vincennes Reveille was an excellent ball game. 37-34 was the final, but at one point in the second half, the Lady Miners trailed by 18 and battled back to get it down within 2 with a chance to win, but then it slipped away right before the buzzer at 37-34. 34. So no doubt there's a lot to build with there, but still a disappointment, I'm sure, for the Miners. But they come back to home in the friendly confines here tonight, which hopefully will help them get underway. The junior varsity contest will start in about 11 and a half minutes from here. We'll carry that, of course, and then follow that up with the varsity contest following that.
And it's nice to be able to have a full JV game and varsity as well, because I know that some of these contests have been varsity only, such as it was on Tuesday evening, and then I know that there's a couple coming up that are going to be varsity only. We should mention that senior night will be on January the 30th, and that is a varsity only game against White River Valley, 2 Greene County schools going at it. But what is to mention that is one game only, so you want to make sure that you get here and you get here early for that, because I'm sure that there will be many people here in the gym to send off Addison McKee, Olivia McKee, and Bella Franklin. So we're going to take a really quick time out to hear from our pregame sponsor, Jordan & Vaught Insurance, and then we're going to hear from the Indiana High School Athletic Association. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Jordan & Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan & Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back again to the home of Minor Pride for the Jordan & Vaught Insurance pregame show. And I must say, and Heather, you noticed this, and you mentioned it to me earlier today, and I just want to mention it because he's such a sports legend. Bob Uecker passed today at, I believe it said, the age of 90. And for those of you who don't follow or have not followed professional baseball, he was not only a good player as a catcher, but he also did play-by-play for years and years and years and was so good at it for the Milwaukee Brewers, so colorful. And you would see him a lot of times on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson or with other people because he was so funny. He could make the game extremely entertaining. And I don't know if you remember commercials from years ago when he used to sit in the worst seats in the house at a basketball game or a football, and he would say, I could see that from here. And it was just hilarious. It was just kind of a Bob Uecker style, and, you know, he will be missed. So I just wanted to throw that out. Heather? We
appreciate that, Kevin, and we are very thankful to be able to be here tonight. This was a game that was originally scheduled for Monday, January 6th, but as we know, with all of the weather that we've had during the beginning of 2025, it's great that this was able to be put back on the schedule and be able to be made up. We know that most games have been rescheduled at this time, but not all have been scheduled. So I know that Darren Clayton is working very hard to get that up and running. We want to go ahead while we have just a few moments here, and I'm going to throw this graphic up that I created this afternoon to show you exactly where Rader Media Sports will be between now and the end of the month. And I know that you all can read here on the screen, but we're going to go ahead and mention it as well for those of you that are listening. After tonight's game, we will be back right here Friday night for high school boys action versus Bloomfield. Keep in mind, Linton is 9-1, and their only loss is to Bloomfield. So this is a huge game for the Miners, and we need lots of people in the stands. And then on Saturday, we travel with the high school girls to Bloomington North for an away game that begins at 6 o'clock. Then Tuesday, we come right back here for Linton girls versus Park Heritage, and that is a home game. And then we travel on Friday to North Davies as the boys team takes on North Davies in the Cougar Dome. Then on Saturday, here's where we have a little bit of a hiccup again. So the girls play on the road, the boys play on the road.
Uh-oh.
Since we chose the girls this week at Vincennes Reveille, we're going to choose the boys next week and head to Owen Valley, and that's on Saturday evening. And then on the 28th, which is Tuesday, we'll be right back here for the Lady Miners against the Sullivan Arrows. And then, as we mentioned, January 30th is high school girls action varsity only against WRV, and that is senior night. And then Friday, we head to Eastern Green for the boys. That's a nice SWIAC conference, and also Eastern Green is the host of the boys sectional this year, so that'll be really nice. And then I could go on and tell you every single date we have between now and March, but we're going to go ahead and just keep it at a couple weeks out because we all know that weather can play a factor in rescheduling a number of games, as we've already seen the first full week of January. So just a little insight into our world, and obviously we're going to do everything we can to cover every game that we can, and that is our commitment to our sponsors and to all of you at home. And speaking of sponsors, let's go ahead and give a real quick rundown while we're waiting for Big D to arrive here to give us some stats. We want to say thank you to these sponsors who are the live read sponsors: Fish Monuments, Brock Anderson Construction, Violent Company, Linton Cycle Sales, Mayor Preble with the City of Linton, Save a Lot in Linton, Autumn Trace of Greene County, Friends of Goose Pond, and our month-to-month sponsor, Midwest Satellite. Also, the girls' footer banner sponsors: Green Streets, Skinner's Towing, Bandanas by Brenna, Beach Cattle of Bloomfield, Tim and Joan Warwick, Martha Butler and Hatley, Margaret Ann Simon, and Donnie and Marie and Marilyn Clayton. And then we should also give special props to our Minor Pride sponsors that you see on not one but two billboards in the city of Linton. And that is those sponsors that signed on in the beginning of the year to be broadcast every single broadcast we have: Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates, Klusner Construction, Crane Credit Union, Team Ortho, Jathan Wright with Indiana Farm Bureau, The Grill of Linton, Audrey Sparks with Richard Brown Insurance, Linton Sporting Goods, Alicia Cornelius with Indiana Farm Bureau, Corey Motter of Century 21 Sheets, and Michelle Stanger of Stanger Homes. Kevin?
You know, there's one other thing I do want to throw out, and it's just from my past at WTHR in Indianapolis for 30 years, and that's at weatherman Chuck Lofton in the mornings, who I'm sure some people used to watch here, has announced his retirement. And I know there might be a folk or two from that area that'll watch tonight, and I want to wish Chuck the best in his retirement. He certainly earned it.
Well, we're going to take a really quick time out here to hear from another one of our Minor Pride sponsors. This is Rader Media Sports.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need to list a property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market, and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
Just a couple of minutes away from junior varsity action as the Linton-Stockton Lady Miners hosting the Lady Alices from Vincennes, Lincoln. Heather, you may have to help me a little bit here. Lady Alices, any idea what that means or where that comes from?
I do not.
I don't have any idea. Maybe somebody will have an idea who's watching or listening tonight that can enlighten us. Maybe Big D will have know a little bit about that as well. So far, not a big crowd yet tonight. We're hoping this will build a little bit because the Lady Miners could certainly use some support. Boy, they almost pulled off a huge win last night. Tuesday night, I apologize. Second time I've said that. But it was so close. But it just fell through the net right at the end.
We also want to mention that we want to say thank you to a certain number of sponsors that you're going to see tonight in rotation during tonight's ballgame. Obviously, our scoreboard sponsor is sponsored by Stanger Homes. The three-point shot sponsor is sponsored by Walton Funeral Service. Quarter sponsor is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. And the starting lineups, which you will hear momentarily, are brought to you by Klusner Construction of Linton. This has been the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. And once again, we are streaming in syndication to not only the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, but YouTube as well. So please let us know where you're watching from and how you are watching. And we've already got some comments that we'll catch up on here momentarily.
Yeah, we're just literally seconds away, 20 seconds away as of right now from the start of this junior varsity game. And we'll get those Klusner Construction starting lineups for you as they come out. With junior varsity, you're never really sure who is starting. There's Big D. And so we'll certainly have those for you as soon as we can. But right now, we'll take a moment out for the buzzer. Right on cue. So, Lady Miners coming out here now. Let's see. Abby McKee, Sophia Franklin, no surprise there. 14, Marley Remmel. 25, Shaylee Killian. And 24, Addison Gaither. Now, for the Lady Alices, it'll be number 12, Kenzie Dorner. Number 32, Maddie Mitchell. Number 25, Miley Carey Frederick. Number 32, I already said 32, so I'm missing one number, missing two here. Number 5 also jumped it up, that's Hallie Greentree. And then number 10, I believe, Lauren Story. So we are underway. Those are our Klusner Construction starting lineups for this junior varsity game. Just underway. And by the way, the first quarter of action with that steal as the action underway, the Alices coming down, is brought to you by Key Associates of Linton. So the Alices with the ball, shot on the right side off the front of the rim, no good, but the rebound by the Lady Alices. In fact, Maddie Mitchell is able to pull that out of there. Kenzie Dorner now, a good steal, but Maddie trips and falls, or not Maddie, I'm sorry, Abby McKee. Trips and falls after making a great steal. Here's another great steal. And the Miners still on the fly. Lose control of it again. And now we've got a jump ball. Boy, I got a hurry and flurry going on here right now. A lot of basketball action up and down the floor, but no score yet with 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. Lauren Story to inbound the basketball. Inbounds it. Nope, 5 seconds. Didn't get it in time. Miley Carey Frederick made a break on the ball to try to get it, but didn't help. Not in time. So the Miners coming the other way. Sophia Franklin with the ball. Here's a steal by Carey Frederick. She's going to go all the way. Shot off the glass, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it'll stay with Vincennes. So Lauren Story will inbound the ball. Gets it in to Mitchell. Driving with the left hand off the glass, no good. Rebound, Remmel. Marley Remmel off and running. Across the timeline to the right-hand side. The top. Left-handed drive to the hoop by Sophia Franklin, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Miners. Remmel to inbound. Gets it into McKee. She can't keep a hold of it. Shaylee Killian has it. Dribbles with the right hand to the right side. Makes a break. Tries to go around a screen. They're going to say that she was carrying the ball. And so there's a turnover, and Vincennes will inbound. Mitchell takes it across the timeline, working on the right side to Carrie Frederick. Bounce pass, the top of the key. Jumper on the way. Up, no good by Greentree. Miners have it. Gaither with the rebound.
Steal by Vincennes.
Steal by Vincennes coming the other way. There's a shot up and good. That's the first points. That for Hallie Greentree on the breakaway layup. Miners having trouble now getting the ball up the court. Trailing now 2-0. Sophia Franklin, I believe, was fouled, yes, by number 12, Kenzie Dorner.
We got a comment here that the Alices were named by the book Alice of Old Vincennes.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Mike Perigo.
Thank you very much. I like that. There's a little tussle underneath. They call it a jump ball. Alice's with their green jerseys and white lettering, white numerals. Miners in their home white jerseys with red numerals.
Marley Rimmel had a little trouble getting it there.
Yeah, coming the other way. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover to the Miners. They trail 2-0. 4:36 remaining here just in the first quarter. Just underway. Varsity game to follow this junior varsity contest. Remmel kicks it back to Franklin. Sophia dribbling with the left hand, gets it to Remmel across. She tries to save it from the steal, but number 12, Kenzie Dorner, was out of bounds as she tried to wrestle that ball away from Remmel. So it's a turnover. Remmel trying to inbound. She's got to get it going somewhere. Tries to go to McKee, and it's going to go out of bounds off her. Another turnover. By both teams turnover prone here early in this contest. Story inbounds. Bring it up here is number 14, Olivia Deckard. I believe she's new in the lineup here. There's a shot up. No good. McKee with the rebound. Gets the outlet to Remmel, then to Franklin. Sophia across the timeline. Wants the tray from the top of the key. Goes off the front of the rim, and Karam's out of bounds. And I believe we have our first timeout on the floor. With 3:58 to play in the first quarter of play, it's 2-0. Vincennes leading Linton-Stockton. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Violet & Company, we love assisting each of you in all of life's special moments. We are a locally owned floral shop at 69 North Main Street in downtown Linton. Contact us at 812-847-3208 to purchase your arrangement for any special occasion or stop in for that perfect gift. Stay in touch with us on Facebook under Violet & Company for upcoming events and to see our latest creations. We encourage you to live life in full bloom.
Welcome back. 3:58 to go in the first quarter of play.
And there is Big D.
Right off the bat.
Clearing it.
My welcome call to y'all.
Big D makes the trip. You had to come this time a long way to watch Vincennes play, which is right in your backyard.
Hitched the ride with the Alices up. I heard you talking about Alice of Old Vincennes. I could have answered that for you.
Yeah, I figured you could. I think we said something about that, but I'm glad we got the answer.
Big D, is your voice about gone?
Yeah, it sounds like it, but I just need to get a quick drink of this Gatorade, and I'll be in good shape.
Okay.
Miners to inbound. Again, the score remains 2-0. There it's tipped out of bounds. Good defense by Vincennes. Miners just having trouble getting coordinated tonight here so far.
I wonder how long has it been since the JV has played?
Well, we were talking about that a little bit earlier tonight, that, you know, a lot of it has been either 2 quarters, 1 quarter. There's been no JV at all. So I'm sure a lot of this is getting everybody's rhythm.
Yeah, and
Good point.
And obviously with snow and weather delays, it's.
I don't know about you guys, but I've had enough of the winter snow already.
Yep.
I think it just started. I think we're supposed to get more.
I know.
McKee shot at the baseline, no good. Goes straight out of bounds. They're going to say it'll belong to Vincennes. Deckard with the ball. Gets it to number 12, Dorner. Carey Frederick back to Deckard. Playing catch, working on the left wing here. Bounce pass, nice drive by Deckard, but she loses control of the ball. McKee ties her up, and then Killian comes away with a steal. Now someone knocks it away from her. Oh, boy, it's just some tough roughshod basketball here. But as you guys point out, when you haven't played in about 3 or 4 weeks, it makes it awful
Gotta
tough.
be. They're probably a little anxious just to get going.
3 minutes and a tick before the end of the quarter number 1. Sophia Franklin. Vincennes really plays up in your face defense, which is good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's man for man.
It's a lot like
There's a good steal.
It's a lot like the varsity, and watching them, it's what they do.
Carey Frederick with the steal. Bounce pass to Deckard. Deckard goes over to the right side to Greentree. Shot up no good, up and over, and out of bounds.
We should mention that the 5th and 6th grade girls are in action in the middle school gym tonight against White River Valley.
And Heather, we've got people already watching from a long distance, don't we?
We do. Tanner Archer is watching from Texas and says hello. We also have Bert Russell watching from Fairbanks, Indiana. So we want to say hello to both of you, as well as all of those that are watching right now on YouTube and on our Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network.
Vincennes to inbound the ball. The Miners have yet to even score in this contest. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. But Vincennes has only managed 1 basket, so it's not like anything's out of control here. There's a shot too long. Sophia Franklin with the ball, bring it up. Sophia has her pocket picked, and Carey Frederick is coming the other way. This is the second time she's done this, and there's another 2 points. Oh, I'm wrong about that. That's her first 2. The other one is Hallie Greentree.
Score is 4-0 in favor of Vincennes Lincoln on the Stanger home scoreboard.
Another steal by Vincennes. They're up 4-0. Minute 50 remaining. Quarter number 1. Working on the left side. Dorner shot up. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Greentree. The follow, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it'll stay with Vincennes. Coming in now is number 33, Jara Case. She's going out. It looks like Lauren Story is checking out. There's the inbounds. Deckard over on the right side now. Case now working over to the left. Top of the key. It's in the air. Shot good. The tray is good by number 14, Olivia Deckard. That's the first Walton Funeral Home three-pointer of the night for the freshman, 5'2" freshman. Puts her team up 7-0. Miners still trying to get on the board. McKee takes it to the cup, and she is fouled by Greentree. Should get 2 shots. So Abby McKee with a chance to get her team on the board. Oh, in and out. Just in and out. Checking in is number 30. And do I not? I don't. I love that when you don't have a 30. Well, Hallie Greentree goes out. I don't have a 30, so on the roster.
I want to say hello to Melody Thuis, who's watching from, as always, Home Sweet Home. Thanks for checking in.
Second free throw, no good. We're coming the other way. Case with the ball, passes it out to Carey Frederick. Frederick getting it out, now working over to the left. There's a shot up on the way, no good. It was a three-point try by Mitchell. Or no, I'm sorry about that, Dorner. Dorner with the ball now on the left side. There's the three-pointer up by Case, and it's good. Jarrah Case, the junior, gets a Walton Funeral Service three-pointer, and it's 10-0, and there's only 42 ticks remaining in the first quarter. Miners just trying to get on the board here. Kick it out. Cather, right side, Franklin. She gets around her defender, takes a shot top of the free throw line. Short, no good. McKee tries to save it. No go, out of bounds. 27 seconds remaining. Of the games we have covered anyway, I don't believe they have ever been scoreless for an entire first quarter. This will be the first time. We'll see if Vincennes plays for one. Carrie Frederick. Bounce pass to Dorner. Now on the right side. Case takes it to the baseline, then feeds back. Jumper on the right side by Dorner, and that's another tray that's good. Kenzie Dorner with a Walton Funeral Service three-pointer, and it's 13-0 at the end of the first quarter of play. Vincennes having it their way on the road at Linton. This is Rader Media Sports.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell a home, the opportunity is better than ever. Take advantage of the falling interest rates. Real estate provides the highest returns, the greatest values, and the least risk. The best investment opportunity will not fit into a safe deposit box, but you can live in it. Go with the tradition of trust. When you are ready to buy or sell, call me, Michelle Stanger at Stanger Homes at 812-219-2307 and start packing.
Fish Monuments is located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. They'll meet with you to design your special cemetery monument. Whether you're pre-planning or have recently experienced the death of a loved one, contact Fish Monuments in Linton or reach them by phone at 930-236-3002. Crane Credit Union offers School Spirit debit cards that allow you to show your school spirit each time you use the card, while knowing that a portion of your purchase will be donated back to your school as well. If you'd like a School Spirit card, for more information, visit your local branch or contact cranecu.org today. So both teams come back out on the floor.
This second quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Whether you're looking to sell your home or enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way.
Yeah, Alice is with the ball out at the top of the key. Right now, Mitchell having a little trouble negotiating things. Now, Litchfield is in there. Mitchell back to Litchfield. She's getting double team, trying to get rid of the ball, and, well, a timeout right before time would have run out on number 20, Mega Litchfield. But first timeout of the second quarter. It's 6:36 remaining in the first half of play on the Stanger home scoreboard. It's 13-0. Vincennes over Linton. This is Rader Media Sports.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you, or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
Welcome back here. Vincennes getting ready to inbound the basketball. 6:36 remaining in this first half of play. On the Stanger home scoreboard, there's a nice move with pass for the ball inside. Basket or shot no good. Franklin coming away with a rebound. It's 13-0. If you're just joining us, Vincennes on top. Vincennes Lincoln leading Linton-Stockton Miners, the junior varsity contest, 13-0. McKee with the ball up underneath. Turnaround jumper. Rims around. No good. It was right there. Just can't buy one tonight. Coming the other way, Litchfield. Passes off. Ball in the corner. Jarrett Case having a little trouble with it there. Goes out of bounds. Remmel will inbound. Well, we have Audrey Sullivan has come in the ball game. Try to quarterback things. Takes a jumper from top of the key, and she's warmed up right away. She hits a Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. It's the first scoring for the Miners tonight. Makes it a 13-3 contest. Now Remmel with a steal, but can't close the deal. Ball still rolling, and it goes out of bounds off Killian. See if Audrey Sullivan's presence moving the ball around might make a difference for the Miners here. But right now, it's Maddie Mitchell's basketball. She brings it up across the timeline. Gives it to Litchfield. Over on the left wing. Great defense. Killian with a steal. Boy, she is able to do that. Can she get the two? Yes, coast to coast. Shaylee Killian gets her first 2 points of the night. 13-5, the Alice is on top. Right now, the Miners have a 5-0 stretch here where they've outscored the visiting Lady Alice's. There's a ball out of bounds at the end line. Miners get another opportunity. Sullivan goes around a Remmel screen. Bounce pass underneath to McKee. One dribble gets her in trouble, and the second shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Fighting to go back up. She does, but I think they called an offensive foul. Oh, my. .439 to go in the first half. 13-5. Right now going out is Maddie Mitchell, and coming into the ball game is number 23, and that is Lily Weirman, a freshman. Here's a pass going out of bounds. Miner ball. Sullivan. Brings it up. Here's a nice pass to Killian. Oh, she tried to go inside to Remmel. Errant pass. We're coming the other way. Now they lose control of the ball. Killian knocks it away again. That's about 3 now in just this second quarter. Sullivan coming the other way. Miners with a lot of deflections, but they got to make points on the other end. There's a shot, no good. But they're going to call a foul on Lily Weirman. So that will put Audrey Sullivan at the line. Give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance a call, whether you're buying your first car or starting your own new business. She knows about finding the right insurance, and that can be a challenge. Call 812-847-4798 today. Sullivan missed the first free throw. She'll get another one. She has 3 points in this ball game and make it 4 as she gets the second free throw. The Miners now trailing 13-6. Remmel times that steal perfectly, but the ball caroms out of bounds. Great timing by Marley Remmel. Alice is getting ready to inbound on the side. Weirman. Get it across the timeline to Litchfield. Now a shot up in the air. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by the Miners. Get the outlet to Sullivan. Whoops, she loses the ball temporarily. Gets it over on the left side to Sophia Franklin. Now back to Sullivan. Marley Remmel with the tray. Her first Walton Funeral Service three-pointer of the contest, and makes it 13-9. And all of a sudden, Big D, we got a respectable game here. There's a ball going out of bounds. It belongs to the Miners.
It reminds me a little bit of the Reveille game where the team came out so slow and then stuck, just hanging there just enough to keep in the ball game.
You know, it took the Miners forever to get their first
Points,
basket,
yeah.
but the Lady Alice's have not scored in the second quarter.
Yeah, good defense.
So right now it's just the opposite. There's a steal. You talk about good defense, but the Miners can't do anything with it. And look at J.C. Archer's on the floor, the freshman. So the Miners, McKee wants to take it to the cup, backs her defender down. Now she's in trouble, picked up her dribble. She got to get rid of it, and that is not a good recipe. Goes out of bounds. I think Abby got a little too far under the basket when she stopped her dribble.
Yeah, it's good defense too.
Couldn't get the ball up. Story with the ball goes inside. Now Karam's off Letchfield. J.C. Archer coming the other way. J.C. working on the right side. Hands off to McKee. She fakes the three-pointer. Again, backs her defender down, being aggressive, but she's underneath there and triple teamed. They're going to do a jump ball and stay with the Miners. Boy, that is tough to do. You got to either be able to finish it or don't stop the dribble. Get stuck underneath there, you're in trouble.
No man's land.
Yeah. Remmel getting ready to inbound Killian. All alone, top of the key. Shot. Had snow on it when it came down. That was a high archer. Just no good off the back iron. We're coming the other way. Lead pass to Greentree. Up and good. Hallie Greentree gets her 4th point of the night. 15-9. That's the first 2 points for the Lady Alices in quarter number 2. Archer bringing it up across the timeline. JC wanted to go to McKee. She has a little trouble controlling, but now gets it back. Killian, left side, Remmel. Marley, back to Archer. Stolen away. Nice block. Mega Letchfield wanted to take it coast to coast. She was blocked. The shot was blocked by JC Archer. So they will inbound underneath their own hoop. Shot up in the air, no good. Remmel with a rebound.
Oh.
Hits her own teammate there with an elbow clearing the basketball. Maggie Mullis.
Maggie Mullis is in the contest now.
Archer, shot up, no good, but she gets fouled. JC doing what JC does so well. Goes right in, draws contact, puts the ball up.
She really, at the varsity game the other night, she was the only one really going inside. And, of course, they ran into a wall when they did that with Mary Herman. But that you got to keep doing it. Try to draw some fouls and draw the defense in a little bit.
Number 44, Finley Greer is coming in. Going out is number 10, Lauren Story for Vincennes. Archer. Free throws up and good. So she got both of those. Is that right, or did she miss the first one?
Missed the first one.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-oh.
There's a steal. Archer coming the other way. Gets around one defender and off the glass, no good. Going to call a foul. She'll go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, she's mad at herself for missing the layup there.
Yeah, and one would have been nice.
And her dad says he's watching from Fort Worth, Texas, and says, go JC and the rest of the Miners. So we want to thank you for watching while you're on the road for work.
Yeah, we're glad we can bring it to you. There's the shot up and good by JC. She'll get another one. 2 points on the night. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She'll get another one. Right now, number 14, Deckard, is checked out. Number 32, Mitchell, has checked back in. And JC hits her second free throw there. So he's 3 of 4 from the line for 3 points for JC Archer. And the Miners are now only down by 3 at 15-12. Pass over on the left side. Little tough. Mega Litchfield kind of dragged her pivot foot as she went to make the pass. She was trying to get set and pass at the same time, and it didn't work out. Miners get the ball in. JC Archer dribbling with the left hand. Gets it all the way across the timeline. Now pulls up her dribble. Gets it to McKee. Wants to go to Remmel. Marley inside. Ooh, she was kind of karate chopped here and knocks the ball away. We're coming the other way, and Archer returns the favor. Ball out of bounds, and it'll be Vincennes' ball underneath their own hoop. Big D, you weren't here in the pregame, but I had to mention the passing of Bob Euchre.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that on Facebook. Just a little outside.
Finley Greer with the ball. She's got it trapped over there. I used to love those commercials when he'd say, I can see it from here. And you'd see his seat was way at the top of the stadium. It was
no respect for Bob Euchre.
It was great. It was just great.
I couldn't do the other quote. The FCC wouldn't be honest. Be honest for that one.
Getting ready to inbound, and they get it in, but Maddie Mitchell hits the deck. See, they called a foul there. I think it's going to be on Killian.
We should mention too that we are 15-12 on the Stanger home scoreboard.
There's a good pass. But Killian comes up with a steal, but they double team her and get it back. Coming the other way. They want to pass it off. Archer knocks it away. McKee with it. JC. Off and running across the timeline. She's going to take it right to the cup. No good. Gets a good shot off and just a little too hard. Boy, when they hustle like that, you'd like to see them get rewarded.
Get the reward for the effort.
15-12 is our score at the intermission with the buzzer on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. We are at halftime. We'll be back with a halftime show when we return. This is Rader Media Sports.
Good at a lot of things, like cheering on the Miners to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent Jathan Wright is good at making sure your insurance needs are just right for you. That's why Jathan is here to help you work through any questions you might have about your auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Then you can get back to making sure the Miner fan section is louder than the other team. Talk to Jathan. Stop in or submit your information online and give him a call at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Got to get it in the air. Shot up. It's a three-pointer. Jackson Miller calls the big shot. Bingo! Oh, my God.
We thank those Rader Media Sports sponsors who make our broadcast free to view for those at home, abroad, and who watch on the replay. Whether you're a Miner Pride sponsor, one sports sponsor, or simply appear as rotating banner sponsor, Rader Media Sports helps to promote you well beyond the broadcast. You appear in many live broadcasts each game night, but many rewatch after the final buzzer or horn, giving you increased exposure for years to come. You're listed on each sports web link on RaderMediaSports.com, giving visitors the opportunity to hyperlink directly back to your business website or social media page. Game Day social media graphics list your business or name as another reference to you. And we're developing additional ways to give extra promotions to our Miner Pride sponsors even after a signed contract, all free of charge. Reminder, 30% of all sponsorships received are donated directly back to Linton-Stockton schools. The remainder is used for IHSAA fees, our Miners Broadcasting Student Club, scholarships, equipment, travel out of town, and even out-of-state games, and donated back to other causes within our community.
Getting through, they break out in the open. Can they do it?
Come on, Jesse.
At the 50. Run, Jesse, run!
Oh, yeah!
30,
Go, baby!
20, 10, 5, touchdown! Oh, mama!
So what are you waiting for? Sponsorships start as little as $100 a season, which includes regular and postseason play. Let us help get your business, organization, and family name before thousands through dedicated social media marketing. Rader Media Sports prides itself in hard work and professional coverage while providing night in, night out work for all things Linton-Stockton.
Welcome back to halftime here, where the Linton Miners, the junior varsity, trailing the Lady Alice's of Vincennes by a 15-12 score on the Stanger home scoreboard. Now, interesting thing on this, at the end of one quarter, it was 13-0 Vincennes. Miners had not even scored. But in the second quarter, Linton-Stockton outscored Vincennes 12-2 for a 15-12 halftime score. So what
totally different games in one quarter to the next.
Miners really had the pressure on. In fact, several times when you look at the turnovers underneath the hoop and then the missed layups on the breaks, the Miners could very well be ahead if they had been able to cash in on those. A quick look at the scoring. Obviously, it's not very much. For Linton-Stockton, Audrey Sullivan with 4 points. That's a tray and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Abby McKee, Sophia Franklin failed to score. Abby 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Marley Remo canned a tray. She has 3 points. Shaylee Killian with 2. And JC Archer, 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 12 points. For the 15 for the Lady Alice's, it's 4 points for Hallie Greentree. A tray for Kenzie Dorner, 3-pointer. A 3-pointer for Olivia Deckard as well. Miley Carey Frederick with a deuce. And Jara Case with 3 points. A 3-pointer as well in the first half for 15. So that's where we sit at 15-12 in this first half of play.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I'm obviously, as I scroll social media on breaks and so forth, that it seems like one post after the other is talking about Patrice Dayton and Kevin Orpert's last broadcast that they just signed off a few minutes ago. I've known Patrice for about 10 years and Kevin for about the same period of time, and it's tough to take. And my good friend Rick Simler, few years, few months within the last year and everything. So
there's some really nice posts from Kevin Orpert's daughter.
Yes.
Online. It's really been awesome to see. I really wanted to see that, so I'm hoping that we see it online because that has to be something to see. But
Heather, I know you saw a note that I had written to Chuck Lofton, who announced his retirement today at Channel 13 in Indianapolis. And the only reason I bring that up is in my conversation with Chuck, I said, you are so fortunate to be able to call your shot of when you want to leave. Not many in this business get to do that, and trust me, I know that.
Yeah,
now it didn't happen to me. I was able to call my own shot, but it's really rare. You don't get the opportunity to do that very often.
Being at a station 30-plus years or 40-plus years would earn you the right to do that. The business side of things, you probably understand that pretty well being in the business so long, but it's just kind of shocking to me that they would do something like that.
Well, Heather and I mean, obviously, I know I've enjoyed watching them. I've thought Patrice is maybe as fine an anchor as I've seen in any market. Yeah. I think she does a great job.
I just don't even really know what to say because, as you know, Kevin, in working in news, they become your family. You see, I mean, you're spending every day, every weekend. You spend holidays together. You spend vacations, obviously, filling in for other people, and you become such a family in the news business. And I know that, it's been very hard to scroll social media just this week, and it came on obviously quick. And you and I've watched the news every night this week, and I know that we've
taped this one. We'll watch it tonight.
Good. At least I know I can see it because I think she's held herself with great grace.
She has.
You can't really tell anything's going on.
She said, it's tough to take. I think I read in an article it's tough to take, but God closed the door because there's a better one that's going to open.
Her window is open. Yeah.
And she's very strong on her faith, and I know that she's got a lot of support. So. It's just tough.
Sometimes people at this point may change, say, occupations or whatever. Like, I did not have any idea that we'd be doing what we're doing now. And Patrice, as active as she is in that community and in this area, I'm just not surprised if she'll land in another area where she'll continue to do well and do good for her community. I just wouldn't be surprised at all. And sometimes you can't see it.
No.
You can't see it when you're going through everything, but, a window does open.
You never know. I could be on the Grand Ole Opry at this time next year, Kevin, with a shaved hair, maybe a mohawk and some facial tattoos.
If you're there, Rader Media Sports will simulcast that signal.
That'd be awesome. Me and Jelly Roll hanging out together.
Well, we should mention, too, that we want to say thank you to all that have watched this week. It's been nice to get back in the rhythm of things this week. I know that, Tuesday night, for those of you that were watching our game, we've been told, obviously there was a win with Evansville Christian and Linton. Linton was victorious 66-40, but, the scoreboard went out in the middle of the JV game. They had to pack everyone up, move across the street, and to go into the elementary gym. And that was a very hard call for us because we can't be two places at once and have the professional team. I mean, we could separate, but I don't know what the broadcast would be. But it was kind of like when we got that message, it was like, okay,
divine intervention. We were in the right spot.
Where we were supposed to go.
And the Lady Miners darn near pulled that out, 18 points really down, and came alive in the fourth quarter. Let's hope that fourth quarter is what they are tonight.
I have to share a quick story, though. Since you said the Grand Ole Opry, I have to tell you this. Years ago, when my youngest daughter, Lana, wanted to go to the Grand Ole Opry, so we went. And we're sitting in the crowd, and they have a trivia contest where they just play at the Grand Ole Opry, Nate guess these songs. But they ask for people to participate.
Right.
Lana raises her hand. She gets on stage at the Grand Ole Opry, and she got her question right. Some of the others didn't, but I always amazed, when she was like 13 years old, she's standing out there on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry.
There are people that play music their entire lives, and they don't ever even smell the Grand Ole Opry.
Some people thought when we posted pictures of her up there, thought that I'd somehow use my connection to Channel 13. Sometimes it's just blind luck.
Complete luck.
But what a memory.
We should mention that this third quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Call Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald's, or Audrey Sparks of Linton today.
Maddie Mitchell getting ready to inbound. She's looking right at Mega Lutzfield. Also on the court now is Carrie Frederick. And number 10, Lauren Story. There's a shot up and in. Who got that?
That was Mitchell. She just drove the lane and put it in with the left hand.
Maddie with her first two in this ball game. Is it out on the side court? It is.
It'll be a foul on Mitchell.
Foul. Okay.
That's I'm not used to seeing her in that uniform. Aaliyah Sam is out there as well.
That's right. Aaliyah Sam is out there now. And also Marley Remmel for the Miners. Sophia Franklin, Abby McKee, and Gaither. Addison Gaither is out there as well right now for the Miners. Sam working with the ball. Now dribbles with the left hand. Coming over to the left side. Having trouble finding somebody open. Gets it to Franklin.
And they're way
Sophia
out front.
pivots around. Yeah. Looking for somewhere to go. Inside to Remmel. Marley kicks it out. McKee gets it to Sam. She goes between the legs, but she can really handle the ball well.
Yeah.
Gaither now up top to Sophia Franklin.
She could get the offensive game to match. She's a good ball handler and a good defender.
That looked like a travel, wasn't it?
Sure
yep,
did look
that's what the referee calls.
Good call, good catch. Need to put you in stripes, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Boy, would that be a bad thing. 6:04 to play in the third quarter in the Stanger home scoreboard. It's 17-12. Some people probably like to see me in stripes, but not in basketball.
Yeah. Well, Lincoln is very aggressive.
They really are. But they help up Sophia Franklin gracefully.
Carrie Frederick, number 25, and Mitchell, 32, is in Sam's face the whole time. Mitchell's a junior. When
Franklin's got to get the ball. I don't know. Remmel's trying to do something with it, and they lose the ball. Aaliyah Sam was open, cutting to the right, but for some reason they wanted to look to the left to Remmel, and she was almost double-teamed. Getting it out on top to Mitchell. Dribbling with the left hand. She pauses and then goes to the cup. Off the glass, no good. The follow rebound is pulled down, though, for Vincennes. Shot up in the air by Frederick. It's good, and it's a three-pointer. A Walton Funeral Service three-pointer from Miley Carey
I
Frederick.
watched them last night, Kevin, the varsity game against Evansville Central, and they only went 7 deep. They stick with really 6 all night long, so none of these girls really saw much action. A couple of these are juniors. They might be earning some play time.
Sam, nice move to the basket, but kicks it back out. Franklin's tied up. Jump ball, and it's going to belong to Vincennes. Boy, Vincennes has come out on fire after this halftime intermission. It's now 20-12.
Well, I'll
They've
tell you
scored
what,
5 points, and the Miners have yet to score in quarter number 3.
Look at the bench there. They have 7, 8 players, so there's some competition probably.
There's a shot up and good by Letchfield.
Amongst them, when you get playing time, you've got to make it count.
They do a good job getting everybody up. There's a pass. It's stolen.
Oh, nice pass.
Off the glass, nice shot. Letchfield gets her second point of the night for 4, and with 4:48 to play in the third quarter on the Stanger home scoreboard, it's 24-12. Just like that, Vincennes has the Miners doubled up on the Stanger home scoreboard. Team Ortho is Greene County's only orthopedic clinic featuring board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Hammerstein. Team Ortho also has lead athletic trainer Jed Arsenault, who works with Linton-Stockton student athletes to help minimize the risk of injury. Call Team Ortho today at 847-3381. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. At Indiana Farm Bureau, we're not just good at insurance, we're good at your insurance. Talk to your local agent, Jathan Wright. He's here for you, whether you want to talk in person, get started online, or you can call him at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. The Grill opens 7 days a week with a large menu, including a double cheeseburger that Big D is kind of fond of. I believe he couldn't even finish. Featuring daily specials. Dine in or carry out your favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Located in downtown Linton, this family-owned business has something for everyone.
Not really fair, Kevin. It was New Year's Day, so you got to cut me a little bit of slack. But I will return. You can quote me on that.
I believe it. It's a great place to return to.
Today
Sorry,
they
Heather.
actually had meatloaf as their special, and we were pleased to be able to share that with all on Facebook as one of our Minor Pride sponsors.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh, look at the pressure Lincoln is.
Sam trying to come up with the ball, and she hasn't it is knocked away, but it's off Vincennes, so they'll inbound.
I'm impressed with Mitchell, number 32, Maddie Mitchell. She's not stopped.
Look at that.
Like this is the state championship game.
There, she slaps it away, gets the steal. Oh, she double dribbled there. They didn't call it.
She called it on herself?
Yeah, she did. She let go of the ball like I just double dribbled, but they didn't call it. Sam with the steal. She steals the ball back. And here comes Mitchell. Whoa. There's a football contact.
Yeah.
They called a foul there.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Lincoln's coach, if I am Tim Young, and of course Tim Young, I don't need to tell him anything about coaching, but this girl's impressing me. If you need somebody to come in as a defensive stalwart, she looks like the one. In the stands. That Tuesday night, that would have been in your hands, Kevin.
Yeah.
We saw a few right in front of us.
Yeah.
That the camera unfortunately did not pick up because of the view that we were working with.
Close up of the
Rimmel
hardwood
tries
floor.
to get it in, does now to Franklin. Sophia, little stutter step dribble. Gets it to Rimmel. Bounce pass. Getting it out. Franklin dribbles with the left hand, sees an opening at top of the key, and she nails it.
Good play. Good move to the left to get the defender behind her and stepped up and made that shot.
Sophia Franklin with her first 2 of the game. There they called traveling on Carey Frederick. So that's a turnover. Miners trailing by 10 on the Stanger home scoreboard, 24-14. Try to get it into single digits here in a moment. 3:46 to play in the third. Sam with the ball. Gets around Mitchell. Pass to the corner. Good cover on defense, but they get the shot up anyway. But I'll tell you, they do play good team defense.
Yeah, they get down quick, and it was a good move by McKee to force herself through there. Now she's at the line. And Shaylee Killian came in the ball game on that last break.
Well, she's a good defender as well. McKee. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. She's a better free throw shooter than that. Now 0 for 3. She will get another one.
Olivia Decker checks in for the Alice's.
Yep, and Story goes out. McKee will get her 4th free throw of the contest. She's yet to score. Gets that one. Good job, Abby. Makes it 24-15. Miners trailing by 9. The Alice's, Lady Alice's, come across the timeline. Carrie Frederick kicks it off, and there's a great shot by Hallie Greentree, a Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer, and
That's
she has
only
7.
a 2.
Yeah,
was that a 2?
She was on the line. She stepped back an inch. She'd have had it.
Thank you. 6 points now for her. Franklin getting it across the timeline, but the press is causing the Miners problems.
She's kind of by herself, kind of trying to bring that ball down. Nobody comes out to try to help. Oh,
there's a travel.
Drag the foot.
We've got Aaliyah Sam back resting on the bench. And Sullivan. I don't think either of those two will come back into the JV game. Aaliyah looks winded.
She does, doesn't she?
She's probably going to see, I'm sure she'll see varsity action.
She's definitely the 6th man that comes in.
Killian.
There you go.
Nice drive.
There you go.
Oh, that should have fallen, but it just did not. Caromed off the backboard and off the rim. Thought it was going to fall, but it did not. But Shaylee will go to the line. She has 2 points in the contest. Her first free throws of the game. Perfect. She hits the first one. Second free throw on the way. Good again.
You weren't kidding about bringing the ice down from the sky, were you?
She has an ice arch on there.
Yeah, they made them both.
It's high. Just under 3 minutes now to play in the third quarter.
Oh,
Carrie Frederick Franklin traveled again. Looked like there was a ref talking to those kids in the front row. I couldn't tell for a minute. He was saying something.
Laughing and smiling at them now. Miners are still in this. Just a 9-point edge. Get a couple buckets.
Gaither, great pass to Killian. Off the glass. Shaylee makes it count. 6 points for Shaylee Killian. Great pass by Gaither. Miners toughening up on defense here.
Notched it up a level.
Deckard tries to pass the ball, falls over Carrie Frederick with a great pass of her own. And there's an and one. A great shot by Adra Luking, but I will say that it was the setup on the pass by Carrie Frederick that made that happen.
And Franklin kind of came over the top trying to get a piece of the ball and got the hand instead.
Boy, I'll tell you what. They have a big roster, but they're playing a lot of people here in this JV game. Luking gets her and one, so she's got 3 points on the night. It's 29-19, back to 10 points for the Lady Alice's. Killian goes around a screen and then pulls up. She has her pocket picked. Carrie Frederick goes right back to Lutchfield, and she cans the, is it a 3 or a 2?
2, and she's the one that made the pick to begin with, so actually, the Miners got within
6 points for Litchfield.
Some decent closeness, and here you go. She's open. Oh, goodness.
The pass was behind Killian, who was streaking toward the hoop for an easy, what could have been maybe a layup.
Yeah, you really do feel the layoff is kind of hurt.
31-19 on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. The ball knocked out of bounds by Sophia Franklin. Franklin fighting for the ball again. Carrie Frederick getting caught. Somehow Greentree is able to come out with that, and then there's a tray on the way. No good. Remmel with a rebound, and they go right back to the outlet and Sophia Franklin. She's bringing the ball up. Remmel looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Ooh, that was close. Her foot was over, but the ball was not over the half-court line. Back to Killian. She's going to take the tray. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound is out. Carrie Frederick off and running. Gets a pass ahead to Luking, and she can't corral it in time before she steps out of bounds.
Good effort by Killian to get down court. Kind of caused that. She could have picked it up and had an easy 2. 13 in the contest. That's Bella Anderson, a freshman.
31-19. The Lady Alice is on top with just 1 minute, 5 seconds to go. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Sponsored by Key Associates of Linton and Stanger Home Scoreboard.
Killian.
Uh-oh.
You know, I've seen so many times when these girls are playing, they pivot into the defender instead of pivoting the other way.
Yeah. That causes a contact, and then you kind of yell about the contact, but you kind of walked into it.
When you pivot right into that, it makes it tough.
Look down.
What they call here?
I thought they called a foul.
And it must be a shooting foul?
Maybe they've got 5.
Vincennes has 5 fouls, so.
Look down in the corner and see Corey Andrews with that arm in the sling. He had surgery. Leading tackler of all time at Linton. You never like to see that. But I think they planned that.
Well, thank heaven it's off season.
Yeah, there it is.
Killian, another great free throw.
Do a weather forecast from those shots. They all go in, though. Did you see that?
7 points now for Shaley. Could be a season high for her. If she gets the next one, she's got 8 on the night. I believe that's a season high for Shaley. Ooh, that could have been a travel call, but was not. Nice tip away there. Good steal by McKee. Remo coming the other way. Gets it to Franklin. Wanted to take the tray. Couldn't.
There you go, Abby.
McKee off the glass. No good. Too hard.
Oh, the elbows are flying.
Killian again on defense is stopping. There's a great knock, tip away, deflection by Remmel on the Miners, getting active on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, it's just a 10-point game. Oh.
Working over on the right side. They go underneath. All alone was Greentree, but she dribbles away from the hoop. Jumper, soft jumper up, no good by Lutchfield. Now it's a loose ball on the floor, and we've got a scrum. It'll be a jump ball.
Well, Rimmel was right in there against 3 green jerseys. Managed to hold on to it, and they're going to get the ball. So we got a chance to get this inside 10 with 13 seconds.
To go in quarter number 3. We got a whole fourth period yet for the Miners to redeem themselves here. Franklin coming up, wants to get it to Remmel, but there's Carrie Frederick had a hold of Remmel, and the ball wasn't anywhere there. There's a shot up by Killian, no good. And that is going to be the end of 3 quarters of play. It's 31-21. The Vincennes Lincoln Lady Alices leading the Linton Miners by 10. This is Rader Media Sports.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
Are you looking for TV or high-speed internet? Give Mike Moran a call at Midwest Satellite. He offers Dish TV plans starting at $91.99 a month and T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. Call Mike. He'll treat you right. Marsh Madness Sandhill Crane Festival is brought to you by the Friends of Goose Pond in partnership with Goose Pond Fish and Wildlife Area. Kickoff Friday, February 14th, and all day Saturday, February 15th to 2025 at Humphreys Park and Goose Pond Visitors Center. Visit www.friendsofgoosepond.org for more information. So we're underway in the fourth and final quarter of this junior varsity ball game. Miners trailing 31-21, and we have a travel call on the Lady Aces. Remmel trying to inbound the ball, wanted to go to Abby McKee. It's tipped out of bounds. She'll get another chance to do it again.
Good hands by Luking, popping that ball out. Nobody really moving to try to get open. Oh, she's open under the basket.
Killian makes a great move to the hoop, but not rewarded. She can't get it to fall. Second shot, no good. And the rebound is pulled out of there by Hallie Greentree.
That's back-to-back trips that had to look like a good shot at getting the basket.
Good basketball sense by Killian. Look at that. Goes right in, ties him up for the jump, and it's going to be Linton ball. But that was a good sense to go back door. She was wide open, cutting to the hoop.
I think she panicked a bit, throwing it up quick. Maybe a dribble and get up there.
The pass was a little behind her, and that threw everything off, I think. Shaley, great move there.
Nice.
Great feed, but McKee couldn't quite control it. I don't know if she knew it was for sure coming.
Yeah, that was.
But it was a great dish.
Definitely was.
By Killian. Here, Abby's got it underneath. Gets it back to Remmel. Back to Abby McKee.
Oh,
spin move by Sophia Franklin. Gets it to McKee.
There you go.
She wants to go up and underneath. Shot no good.
Just a hair under the basket, but you like the idea.
Alice is moving the ball. It's tipped by McKee.
A little volleyball action.
Goes to Remmel. Remmel trying to bring the ball up, and they call a foul on Luking. 5:57 to go, and the Stanger Homes scoreboard in this JV game, 31-21.
I watched this, and I think to myself,
trailing.
How did I ever play this sport?
Here's a ball that caroms in and out of the hands of the Miners. I don't know. It goes to White.
Yeah,
good hustle play by the Miners.
Luking was the last to kind of grab it. It's just all the running back and forth. I'm getting tired just even thinking about it.
Getting ready to inbound the ball. Go to Sophia Franklin. She's picked up immediately by Mitchell.
She picked her dribble. She got it across the Killian, though. Oh, there's a travel. A lot of feet dragging tonight.
I know we don't keep the stats for the JV, but boy, there'd be a lot of turnovers
really
on both
would be,
sides of this ball game. But I'll give the Alice's credit on one thing. I mean, everybody on that bench has played.
Mm-hmm.
McKee wanted to go to Remmel. How she didn't travel, I'll never know. Franklin open for the tray. No good.
That would have been huge.
We're coming the other way. Deckard with the ball. Goes on the left side to Wehrman. That shot up no good. Franklin gets the rebound, but she is knocked out of bounds, literally. And they call a jump ball, but she literally was fouled, but they didn't call anything. Alice is a inbound from the side.
Ooh. Elbows are flying.
Nice double team, yeah. Mitchell with the ball. Killian knocks it away. Goes out of bounds. It'll be back to the Lady Alices. Over on the left side to Story. Shot up no good. Follow up no good.
Oh, gosh.
Killian tied up with Mitchell. And it'll be a jump ball, right? And it'll go to the Miners.
It's got to be a record for tie-ups.
Franklin is going to get double teamed here. Nope, she backs off and gets it across the timeline.
Nice move.
Nice pivot move. Shot up, no good. Oh, you hate that. Abby McKee with a great move to the cup.
Well, if she could learn to close on that. That was an excellent move. Spun, had to lay it in. Just need to practice that a whole bunch.
Just got to finish, but she did a tremendous job. Now Mitchell gets double teamed. Shot up no good. follow will fall for number 5, Hallie Greentree. That's 8 now for Hallie. And makes it 33-21. Lady Alice is on top in this JV contest. Killian wanted to get it to McKee, but
kind of passed it right to Greentree, but Greentree looked like she was trying to throw it between her legs.
I don't think Killian could find a path to get the pass to her.
No, it didn't look like it.
Ball goes out of bounds, and Miners will try it again. Had the right idea. McKee comes up with the ball. Now they try to tie her up.
Oh, my gosh.
That was a foul. I'm always amazed sometimes. They just use jump ball as like a fallback.
It's kind of the scapegoat.
Jump ball. 3:55 to go in the contest. 33-21 on the Stanger home scoreboard. Coming across the half-court line. There's a pass to Gaither, who's come into the ball game now. Back to Franklin. She picks up her dribble, gets the ball to McKee. To Gaither. Back to McKee. Just take it. Oh. I think Abby McKee can make that.
Well, you don't know
it inside the top of the key.
Until you try it, but you know those are kind of things that.
She's a good ball player. I can see her taking that shot.
She's got the size, you know, that would get her some playing time because we need some of that inside presence. Nice pass.
I don't know where that was going.
Pass to the referee.
She's getting teased by her teammates and smiling. That's well, Miners having a little trouble getting the ball. Well, there we go again. Maddie Mitchell getting whistled for that foul. You know, sometimes the way the girls play, it reminds you of when Butler had that great run. Their defense was always right in your face.
Constantly.
And teams had a horrible time playing against Butler during that run of 2 years because of the great defense. And that's kind of what this reminds me.
Mm-hmm.
Is they're not afraid to get right up on you.
At all times.
Yeah.
No matter what.
There's another deflection.
Up by 20.
Fight for the ball, and that's going to be another jump ball. It'll go the Miners' way. .256 remaining in the ball game on the Stanger home scoreboard. 33-21. The Vincennes Lincoln Lady Aces on top. McKee, Abby inside, turnaround jumper. No good. Killian gets the ball out. Goes to Remmel. Nice pass back to McKee. That's a tray on the way. No good. The ball out of bounds, and they're going to
call a foul on.
They call a foul there.
One of the Alice's underneath with the body. But I like seeing McKee take the shot. She's got a good move underneath. That's two really nice moves she's put going to the hoop. They just haven't fallen.
Yeah. Getting ready to inbound. Marley Remmel gets it inside to McKee.
Oh, she double dribbled. That was Killian.
Yeah. 12-point deficit. Miners trailing the Lady Aces from Vincennes, 33-21. 2:30 remaining in the ball game on the Stanger home scoreboard. Alice's. I'm sorry. What did I say?
Aces.
You must be thinking Mount Carmel's out there.
I don't know what I was thinking there. Anyway, Franklin coming up. McKee, Remmel.
That's a good move.
Making a run to the hoop, and she's fouled.
I think she'd had enough. She was going to go to the basket no matter what.
She had a tray in the first half. That's been her only scoring. 3 points on the night, but she'll get a chance to add to that here. First one is good. Second free throw, good again. 5 points for Marley Remmel. 33-23, 10-point ball game. There's a ball that loose ball on the floor. Franklin's able to pick it up.
Travel, gosh. Miners have had the chances. They get to 10 and just can't seem to to push it any further, but there have been some chances.
Killian was thinking about trying for the steal there. It's all over Maddie Mitchell. There's a great steal by the Miners. And again, it was Killian's defense off the top that caused that errant pass. Franklin going on the left. Inside, going to McKee. Abby, turnaround jumper, banks it off the glass. 2 points for Abby. It makes it 3 on the night.
Gaither gets the ball down, and McKee puts it in. Miners down by 8. Oh,
Mitchell goes right into Remmel. She comes up with a steal. Miners trying to make a little run here. Franklin on the left-hand side. Sophia starting to drive. I'm not sure if that was a pass or
I think it was.
But she gets it back. Shot up off the rim, no good. She's fouled.
That stops the clock at 1:25.
Should put her at the line for a pair. Miners right now trailing by 8, 1:25 to play.
5 fouls on Lawrence Story. Yep. So the Story goes to the bench.
And Finley Greer comes in. Sophia Franklin. Ball too hard off the back iron. She'll get another one. Banks that one in. 3 points for Sophia Franklin, and 33-26. Miners trailing by 7. 1:20 remaining in this ball game. In the junior varsity game. The varsity contest to follow. There's an errant pass out of bounds. Miners will get it.
Nice defense. Forced that pass to be high. Went off Greer's hand. Now Alice has called a timeout.
1:15 remaining in this ball game of junior varsity action between Vincennes Lincoln and the Linton-Stockton Miners. Vincennes leading 33-26. This is Rader Media Sports.
City Linton employees are dedicated to providing the best and most reliable utility service, security, and safety for its families and students. As the new mayor, I agree with the sign, "You'll like Linton." But you'll really love our Miners.
Welcome back. Proud to be your hometown grocer. Save a Lot encourages you to switch to their brands and save. This week includes a mega meat sale and lots of other things on sale, including 10 Armor lunch makers. Remember to shop the dot to save a lot. Was that the right one? Yeah. 1:15 to play. Miners trying to make a play here. Killian gets it up to Franklin. Inside to Abby McKee. Abby can't make things happen. There's a pass a little too high. Mitchell's going to come up with it off the glass. No good. Killian comes up with that ball. And there we go. It's just bodies flying everywhere. Luking steals the ball that time. Now Franklin steals it. Now Mitchell steals it. Oh, my gosh, and it goes out of bounds. This is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're just literally running into each other every 2 feet. Kind of feel bad for him a little bit. It seems like kind of a tough game out there right now.
Yeah, it's been physical.
Sophia Franklin getting it to Marley Remmel. Getting it across the timeline. Marley throws it up, goes off the glass. McKee gets the rebound.
There you go.
Abby McKee with a great play. 5 now for Abby.
Down by 5.
33-28. They could get a steal and come back the other way and get a three-pointer, but they
go.
do. Killian. Yes.
How about that? Closing strong.
2 for Shaylee Killian. Is now 33-30. The defense could come up with something here. And they cannot. The clock expires, so it's 33-30 is the final. The Vincennes Lady Aces. Alice's, doggone it, where's that Aces coming from? Alice's end up winning in the junior varsity contest by a 33-30 score on the Stanger home scoreboard. So the varsity contest pregame show to come. And that would be the
Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Jordan and Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan and Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535. Three specialty clinics with three top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General Hospital family. Our family, caring for yours.
Okay, welcome back to the home of Minor Pride, the gymnasium at Linton-Stockton High School, where Linton-Stockton Lady Miners at 6 and 8 are hosting the Vincennes Lincoln Lady Alices, who have come in with a 10 and 4 record. As we said, the last outing for the Lady Miners, Tuesday night, when they lost a close 37-34 ball game, where they battled back to lose by 3 after trailing at one time by as many as 18 in the second half.
Yeah, and that wasn't, that doesn't even do it how bad it was. The Miners could not hit a shot to save them, but they didn't give up, Kevin, and they battled back, and it kind of got momentum, and really you got to feel if they'd had another 40 seconds, they might have come away with the W. It was a great effort. Defensively, what you like to see.
Yeah, very scrappy. Heather?
Well, we just want to welcome everyone again to Linton-Stockton. This is game 2, night 2 of a 4-game week for us, and we're very excited to be able to bring all the live stream action to all of you at home that may not be able to make the trek to watch in person. We always advise and encourage everyone to watch in person in the stands, but if you can't, we've got you covered. So as tonight, as mentioned, the Vincennes Alices have traveled to Linton. Tomorrow night we'll be right back here as the Bloomfield Cardinals come to Linton. This is a boys matchup, 6 p.m. JV tip-off followed by varsity, and then we will be heading to Bloomington North on Saturday to round out this week as the Lady Miners travel to Bloomington North. As mentioned earlier in the JV, just in case that you were not able to see, this on your screen is our broadcast schedule for the next few weeks to round out January. As mentioned, those games through Saturday, but then we come right back here on Tuesday for Park Heritage for girls. We travel to North Davies for high school boys action on January 25th. Travel to Owen Valley to the Patriots on January 26th. And then we finalize the girls' season January 30th right here at home with high school girls senior night, and that is a varsity-only matchup against White River Valley. And then we'll travel to the boys on Friday night for Eastern. So, Kevin, I think I've counted up during the week of the girls sectional, between boys action, regular season, and the girls, we're going to broadcast 12 games.
Oh, my goodness.
In 6 days. Big D, you're going to be with us.
I will
a lot
be,
of
by
those.
golly.
So we are excited. As they say, the sectional championship is upon us, and that girls sectional will be held at North Knox High School down in Bicknell.
Yeah, it was great. Last year was an outstanding, probably as packed as I've seen a high school gymnasium, and it's sure to be again. Obviously the favorites will be South Knox and of course North Knox, but you can't discount anybody when it comes. You're starting all over, when it comes to that.
I think back to last year, and of course it was a different year for the Miners. They were certainly having a better season, but it was just tremendous. The atmosphere, every possession counted. I mean, even some of the earlier games before you got to North Knox or South Knox were tremendous.
Yeah, the Paoli game was good, and I'll never forget it because that Friday night tilt with North and South Knox, most everybody, if you weren't from Linton, thought that was going to be the title game, and whoever won it was going to win it. And the Lady Miners had something to say, and the atmosphere was off the charts, and it's sure to be again this year. Vincennes Lincoln, this is a rescheduled game. The Alices are 10-5 under legendary coach Tim Young. Won a state championship with the Vincennes Reveille Patriots. They went to the state, I believe, 5 times. Let me double check. 5 times, and got it in 2011 with a 28-0 record. So he came over to Vincennes Lincoln, and I believe 2021 perhaps was 17-9. They won a sectional, 10-15 last year. You compare between what they've done against like opponents with us. They're 10-5, we're 6-8, but we both beat Eastern by about a like score, 67-22 for them, 53-25 for us. We both beat Bar Reeve. We beat them pretty comfortably by 13. They beat the Vikings by 9. And then Clay City, we beat Clay City 73-23. They beat them 49-10. So all of that kind of looks about even. The Miners had a nice 5-1 stretch before they went up and lost to the 2 big schools, Ben Davis and Warren Central. And Kevin, there's no way you can possibly shoot as bad as they did for 3 quarters last night. You just can't feel that that's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, you mean on Tuesday night?
Tuesday night, yeah.
I've said that a couple of times
that way. Yeah,
it
feels like it was.
Yeah, the first 3 quarters, I don't know what. They just couldn't seem to find any rhythm in there. But all of a sudden they found the rhythm, but they found it by playing good defense.
Nicked away and started up into pressure. I think the Herman girl who was outstanding on the inside the first half, and the Miners were able to
14 in the first half, 4 in the second
came
half.
down and made some defense and put pressure defense. Now, Lincoln is kind of a mirror image of us. Kevin, I watched them play Evansville Central, I think it was last night that they played them, and they got trounced 69-49. Evansville Central, like Vincennes Reveille, had a 6'1", 6'2" girl in the middle, and she just scored at will on the inside. So they have basically 3 guards and 2 wings is what they call them, and they do a lot of pressure as well. But they had won 4 in a row until they lost to that Evansville Central team. So they do obviously play a lot of Evansville schools, Modern Day and Evansville Harrison and Wrights and that kind of stuff. So they probably see a little bit tougher schedule, although as I say that, I'm eating my words because I'm looking at the minor schedule, realizing we've played South Knox, North Knox, not to mention the Ben Davis and Warren Central, and they got Bloomington North coming up. So there's no shyness in the scheduling for the Miners.
Well, we want to say hello to Margaret Ann Simon, who says, I'm front and center in my living room watching on YouTube. Thanks again for the great broadcast, Rader Media Sports. We thank you for sponsoring.
Keep
for
that
watching
blue light on.
And keeping that blue line here. It's kind of like the trifecta. She's sponsoring, she's watching, and she's supporting by keeping the blue light on. So we do appreciate that. We want to say hello to Rita Goodman-Smith watching from home, Holly Britton Norris, who says, good luck, ladies. As well as Henry Archer says, we've been watching about every game this year, so we do appreciate that as well. We have already started the promotions for this weekend's games because we know you have lots of things going on during this first full week back to what I would call civilization after the snow. And we're just very excited to be able to have, to be able to bring you along to all of these games. You are seeing in the bottom left-hand screen a number of footer sponsors as well as a number of sponsors rotate. And I cannot stress this enough that when the draw comes out on January the 26th for the girls basketball sectional, it's going to be a very quick turnaround for us to get sponsors on board and ready to go for the sectional. So whether you choose to just sponsor Linton games or whether you choose to sponsor the entire tournament, we welcome you. We've got some pretty good slots up for grabs, such as free throw and halftime. So those can be reserved now ahead of time, or go ahead and secure yours for the tournament. Kevin?
So both teams currently on the floor warming up here, and it'll be interesting to see, Big D, because a couple of the key players for the Miners are freshmen, and they already saw a quarter of action, which was pretty intense, really, for a JV game.
I'm sure trying to get some action for them, but you're at a point of the season now where you're going to have a lot of games coming fast and furious, and don't want your two main your ball hounds are Sullivan and Archer. So, you kind of worry about them. They don't seem like their motors are going to quit, but they're going to have to face a heavy press tonight.
We'd like to give special thanks to our quarter sponsor and our three-point shot sponsor, as well as our starting lineup sponsors, and we're going to hear from all of them in succession now, starting with quarter sponsor Key Associates of Linton. This is Rader Media Sports.
Serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years, Key Associates of Linton has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. Whether you are looking to buy your dream home or a next investment, or sell your home to enter in the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way.
Century, you have seen a lamp as our logo. This is the lamp of hope. It is a symbol that though we will go through darkness at the time of loss, there is a light that leads us to a greater eternity. It also reflects that we will be a light to help you through this difficult time. We're here when you need us most.
Whether it is a remodel or a new construction, you know it will be done right the first time, every time, when you choose Klusner Construction. Call Tony Klusner and Bart Wade of Linton today.
After high school, I worked in a couple factories, and then my dad convinced me to go to the apprenticeship program.
As I have pension, I have health insurance, I have an HSA, am paid while I'm learning and training, like being able to see what work I've completed.
They'll be able to go to school and get paid while they go to school, still receive a college degree, and they'll be making a great career salary-wise once they finish.
We use our sportsmen for everything around our property, like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales. It starts well before the lights are turned on. The grill at the grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Linton tradition that's lasted over 100 years and the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the grill in downtown Linton.
At Crane Credit Union, we offer free checking accounts to fit your needs. We have a high yield option, free debit cards and online banking, and free checks for members 60 plus with no monthly service fees. You can start letting your money work for you. Learn more at cranecu.org. And looking to buy or sell your home, trust the local expert Corey Motter knows Greene County inside and out. With years of experience and passion for helping you find your perfect property, close it with Corey and make your real estate dreams a reality. Linton Sporting Goods has been serving Linton and surrounding areas with quality sporting goods and screen printing for over 25 years. They also specialize in embroidery and team sales, located at Highway 54 West in Linton. Stop by and visit this family and locally owned shop today. So we'll be back with more on the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show when we return. This is Rader Media Sports.
Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Welcome back. We're still in the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show, and well, we've had a little addition to the crew. We debated whether we, I'm joking here, wanted to put Big D's picture up on the billboard of the sponsors, and we went with the sponsors, but we have billboards on both sides of town coming in and out.
You couldn't go wrong with a billboard of me. That's just obvious, but the great thing for the people who have been loyal and sponsored.
Make these games happen.
Yeah, without them.
Well, we said at the very beginning of the year when we created the Minor Pride sponsorship that each sponsor, when they reviewed what they were going to get, which I will tell you, is that they will get a 30-second commercial that would be professionally produced by us, that would be ran not only in each broadcast, but it would appear on our YouTube channel, it would appear on our homepage of our website, it appears on every single sport that is listed on our webpage. So everything, in case you haven't visited our webpage, we have what's called teams, and there's boys and girls basketball link, girls basketball, volleyball, football. Every single team has their own link to include pictures, schedules. We update it with scores. So that's been something we've done since day one. They get a yard sign to place in their business, and then obviously we promote them beyond the broadcast. So not only are you in the broadcast, but you can be rewatched up to 24 hours. They go on YouTube. We actually promote you on Game Day Graphics. We promote you on our Facebook and social media website. Anytime that we see that you're having a special, like today, Good the Grill said, hey, we're having meatloaf for $7.99 with 2 sides. We push that out to our public. But we came through with a different inclusion that was kind of a bonus to all of them. And as you see on this billboard graphic, each one of the Minor Pride sponsors is listed in logo form, and this will stay up until right after the 4th of July. So if you're interested in joining for Minor Pride, we'd love to be able to have you. And then we also want to give kudos to our live read sponsors. These sponsors signed on to have 15 seconds worth of text that's read, not only during the broadcast, but again, they're on our website, they're on our game day graphics and more. And then we have our banners and footers that are rotating at the bottom of pregame and postgame, of which now I will bring back for all of you to see. So we're very excited to continue to keep finding ways to reward our sponsors that have entrusted us to promote them. And we hope that those sponsors that have kind of been on the fence and think, okay, whether we should or we shouldn't go with you, look at who's at the ball games every single game.
And you know what I think's neat about this is that's not just during the season. You say to yourself, oh, well, we're only going to get this advertising during the season. No, if you're a Minor
Pride sponsor,
that billboard's up all year.
Yeah.
And so we continue to work for our sponsors even when we're out of season.
And it's also good to mention that the reason these sponsors are important to us and should be to all of you is that they make this broadcast free to view for you, because a lot of schools and a lot of networks actually charge. So, and then also as a bonus as well, 30% of what they pay for their sponsorship goes directly back to the school. So at the end of every sports season, we calculate how much we have collected, and then we obviously do a donation back to Linton-Stockton schools. So those sponsors are actually keeping the money in Linton, not only through the donation to the school, but with our broadcasting club kids. And, you know, we get asked this a lot. How much do you make for your broadcasting club? We actually make nothing because we chose not to take the sponsorship money that the school gives their club sponsors, and we told them to keep it. So we're very happy to be able to bring this to you every single night. And unfortunately, there's some games we're blocked from. It's going to happen. It has happened this season. It's going to happen a couple more games throughout the season. I know Terre Haute North will block us from coming in, but the good news is we have a Sullivan girls game at home, so it kind of worked out.
Yeah, some of these times where you actually have boys and girls playing on the same night is actually worked to somewhat of our advantage, because if you're not let in at one place, well, then you just go and do the other ball game. And we certainly have no preference on the boys and girls. We enjoy both of those games and are thankful for the sponsors who have stepped up and said, you know what, we like both of them as well. So
we're going to take a really quick timeout right before the beginning of this game to listen to 2 quick ads. This is Rader Media Sports.
We take pride in our funeral homes and value the friendships we've made for over 100 years. It's those friendships that make us work hard to be the best. You have my personal guarantee that we will always strive to earn your trust.
Whether it's the classroom, the field, the stage, or the court, it's time for another production of Rader Media Sports, home of the Miners, on the Champions Network of the IHSAA.
Welcome back now. We're just seconds away from the introduction and opening festivities for this ball game. This has been the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame, and brought to you by Jordan and Vaught Insurance. And we're getting ready for the Klusner construction of Linton starting lineups. But I imagine first things first, we'll have our national anthem.
We should mention that these starting lineups are brought to you by Klusner Construction. Whether it is a remodel or new construction, you know it'll be done right the first time, every time you choose Tony and his crew.
So with the national anthem, we now turn our attention to the starting lineups. J.J. Riggs, sophomore, 5'8". Kari McCrary, a senior, 5'5". Number 24, Marlo Thorne, 6 foot, sophomore. Number 11, Tia Riggs, senior, 5'10". And Grace Archer, number 15, a junior, 5'8". Now we turn our attention to the Linton Miners. Addison McKee, senior. Addie. Her twin sister, Olivia McKee, also a senior, obviously. No. Freshman Audrey Sullivan, point guard. Number 3, J.C. Archer, also a freshman. And at forward, Isabella Franklin, number 14, we call her Bella. That's the starting 5 for the Linton Miners coming in here tonight.
Last word for me, 58-57 overtime. Last year, the Miners win at Vincennes Lincoln, and then the year before, a 47-45 Miner win. But the 3 times we met before have all been Lincoln wins, so we've played 5 times since 2010. But the last 2 years have been doozies.
Bella Franklin talking to some of her teammates, and I know what she's saying. She's saying something like, well, the last girl I jumped against was even taller.
Yeah.
But Thorne is a good 6'1". I have her down at 6'2", and jumping against Bella Franklin. And it's an even Steven jump. Good job by Bella. Miners coming away with a basketball. Audrey Sullivan. Has her pocket picked. A great defensive move by number 21, Kari McCrary, but it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Vincennes. Boy, that was a great move by McCrary, a senior.
I noticed last night they were really sharp on pressuring the ball.
Go inside to Thorne. Kicks it right back out to McCrary. Jumper on the left side, no good. Rebound is pulled down out of there by Tia Riggs. Tia goes cross court. Sullivan picks the pocket. She anticipated that, read her eyes, and stole it, picked it off. Just underway. Miners.
Give and go.
Archer wants the tray.
Right there. We need that.
J.C. Archer. Her number is number 3, and she comes out firing for a Walton Funeral Home 3-point shot.
It's a good sign, too.
There's a shot off the glass, no good. We're coming the other way. Just underway, and the Key Associates of Linton first quarter sponsor here. Sullivan working on top. Addie McKee. Olivia McKee. Bella Franklin. Addie McKee. Archer. Out. Addie McKee, the gunslinger, and she nails it. A 3-pointer for Addie McKee. And again, a Walton Funeral Homes 3-pointers. Miners jump out 6-0.
Nice assist pass from Archer.
Try to get it to Thorne. A reach-around foul is going to be called on Olivia McKee.
Reminder that this first quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best.
Olivia fouled out on Tuesday night, so noting we don't have a lot of depth.
Working on the left-hand side now. Now go into Thorne. She pivots around, kicks it back out to number 11, Tia Riggs, and she's called for traveling.
That's 2 turnovers quickly for the Alices. Got to love that 3-point shooting. I mean, it was 1 of 29 at one point last night.
Full court pressure.
Nice.
Miners, great job breaking it. Go to Archer. Out on top, Sullivan. Makes a break in the lane, kicks it back out.
She traveled.
Travel called on J.C. Archer.
Miners are already moving the ball better, Kevin. Have you noticed it's a lot more crisper?
Fluid.
A lot more crisper.
And they're moving it quick without dribbling.
Yeah.
You notice that right away. Lady Alice is coming down the floor, and there's a steal. The double team pays off. See if they can cash in. Franklin goes cross court. Sullivan. Archer open again for the tray. This time no good. Follows her own shot. Kicks it out to Sullivan. It's her turn for the tray.
There
yes.
you go.
3 different girls with Walton Funeral Service 3-pointers. 9-0 Miners. Vincennes coming the other way. Tia Riggs. Archer. Tight on her. Spin move by Riggs. Feeds off. Archer with a shot. Grace Archer, I should say. Couple of tries, no good. Miners come up with the basketball. They get it to Bella Franklin. Bella immediately to Sullivan. She's going to go coast to coast.
There you go.
And she gets the and one. Boy, the Miners are aggressive tonight.
Totally different coming out of the gates tonight. This is how they finished the game. That foul is going to be on 21, McCrary.
Boy, if the Miners can get going this way going into the postseason, they could be, it's looking good. But we'll see if it holds. The Lady Alices didn't come all this way to fold this early. It's going to be a good ball game yet.
I think the Miners' defense has kind of got them befuddled a little bit.
Misses the free throw. There's a steal on the outlet pass. McKee's going to come up with it. Addy across the timeline, gives it back to Sullivan. Miners have a chance to add on to this 11-0 lead. The Alice has yet to score. This is just a reversal of the JV game we witnessed earlier. Addie McKee, a tray off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Thorne. And the Lady Alices are moving it up. McCrary gets it up to Riggs. Now they go into Thorne. Turn around off the glass, no good, but Thorne gets her own rebound. Marlo Thorne gets the first 2 points of the ball game for the Lady Alices. Olivia McKee. J.C. Archer. Three-pointer attempt, no good. The follow, no good. Got a jump ball. And who gets the Alices get it? Going to get right at half court. You got to get it across there. They're going to in a moment. There they do to Thorne. Thorne's going to turn and take the jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound fought for, and what are they going to call?
What's going against them?
Looks like it's going against number 11, Tia Riggs.
I want to say hello to Kathy and Wayne Elliott, who are watching from home.
Riggs gets that foul, number 11.
3:43 to play in the first quarter. 11-2. Lady Miners on top on the Stanger home scoreboard. Oh, ball tipped away. Good defense, but the Miners able to maintain possession.
She's moving before she thinks.
She knows what she wants to do. She's anxious to get it.
Yeah, it's like
get going.
It's like the receiver that tries to make the move before the ball gets in. That's the third turnover on the Miners. 4 for Lincoln at this point.
Kari McCrary getting ready to inbound. And she does to J.J. Riggs. Riggs back to McCrary. Back to Riggs. They work their way up against a three-quarter press. Back to Riggs. She gets it into the cutter. Farrar. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Farrar, and she gives it back to Riggs. Is that an and one?
Sure is.
An and one for Tia Riggs, number 11, the senior. She'll go to the line for her first free throw of the contest.
Second foul on Olivia McKee. You see Sam is going to come in.
Of course, she fouled out the other Tuesday night as well, but she played tough defense all night long.
She may have to sit for a while because you don't want her to get three. We're not even out of the first quarter.
But we all know that Aaliyah Sam is certainly capable, and there's a shot up and good for the free throw for Tia Riggs. Now again, full court pressure. Sullivan.
Dangerous.
Get it to the middle and get it back out to Sullivan, and they cross the timeline. Archer to Sullivan. Archer directing traffic. McKee, Sam. Again, they do that bumping, and so far they're letting them do it, but now they called a foul there.
Just as you said it, the foul's going to be on J.J. Riggs, younger sister of Tia Riggs. Looks like number 12, Dorner. Kenzie Dorner is going to come in the contest.
Riggs going out, Dorner coming in. Bella Franklin getting ready to inbound the ball. Trey on the way, no good. Rebound fought for. Archer gets it, but can't make the shot count. She gets her second follow and makes it count. 5 points for J.C. Archer. 13-5 Miners on the Stanger home scoreboard. 2:27 to go in the first quarter. McCrary, Sullivan right on top. Whoa, a little push there. Now they get it into Thorne.
Yeah. Going to get Archer a reach in as Thorne was getting ready to turn to go to the bucket. It's an intense battle between McCrary and Sullivan. McCrary is senior. Sullivan a freshman.
Well, she picked Sullivan's pocket right away,
yeah.
But McCrary with the ball now, gets it off to Riggs. Riggs wants to go into Thorne.
Nice defense.
Thorne back out to Riggs. Soft jumper, no good. We're coming the other way, adding McKee. Franklin, Sullivan. Sam, Franklin, Sullivan, Archer, McKee.
Who tried to pick her from behind there.
Yeah, tried. Sam, Archer. Oh, it was there. Just a little too hard, but she had it. Great defense by McKee, but a good running layup by Tia Riggs. Tia makes it count. She has 5 tonight to lead her team. In fact, she's done most of the scoring.
Timeout Miners.
Timeout on the floor with 1:10 remaining in the first quarter of play on the Stanger home scoreboard. It's 13-7 Miners on top of Vincennes Lincoln. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955.
Miners with possession of the basketball. Franklin kicks it right outside. Archer in the corner. Sullivan back to Bella Franklin. Kicks a bounce pass out. The Miners again working the perimeter. Sam drives. Wants to go in the baseline and then tries to save it. It was a good deflection by McCrary. And Sam wanted to go to the baseline to Sullivan, but it was deflected out of bounds by the Miners.
Nice defensive effort. She's definitely the defensive stalwart. 4 turnovers for Linton.
Tipped ball. They're having a little trouble getting the ball up across the timeline right now. Dorner gets her pocket pick. Sullivan coming the other way. Off the glass. Yes. 7 points for Audrey Sullivan. McCrary coming the other way. Stops. Little hook pass trying to go to Farrar, yeah. Sam out on top to Sullivan. Miners looking at the clock. Realizing there right now is 12 seconds left. Playing for one. Archer pivots. Shot up. It'll fall for an and one for J.C. Archer.
A lot more work on the inside tonight. It's going to be a foul on 11. Tia Riggs.
7 points for Archer. She's gunning for number 8. It's interesting when you look at the scorebook because 2 people have scored for Vincennes Lincoln. 3 have scored for the Miners.
Yeah.
It's early, but right now it's 3 against 2.
We saw that on Tuesday night as well. Not very many Miners in the scorebook.
Archer with the and 1. 10 points now for her. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8. Sorry. Sullivan spins around, and that's going to be the end of quarter number 1. On the Stanger home scoreboard, the Miners lead at 18-7 over the Lady Alices of Vincennes Lincoln. This is Rader Media Sports.
Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54. When the winners shop.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports, and you just saw a ad there for Linton Sporting Goods. They want to remind you that they've been serving Linton and surrounding areas with quality sporting goods and screen printing for over 25 years, and also special in embroidery and team sales. Located on 54 West in Linton, stop by and visit this family and a locally owned shop today. Kevin? We should also. I'm sorry. We should also mention while I'm at it here that this quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Your key to the very best.
Big D, how well are these girls working the basketball tonight?
Yeah,
I mean, it is moving.
Much better than Tuesday night, and they 50% from the three-point range, 58% from the floor, holding the Alice's just 20%.
Addie McKee bringing the ball up. There's Sullivan. Back to Addie, a double screen. I thought she'd take advantage with the tray. She could not. Good bounce pass inside. Thorne with the block. But she steps on the baseline, and the Miners will get it back. Bella Franklin, I mean, the girl the other night, Herman was even taller than Thorne, I think. And Bella has had to do yeoman's work. There's a great steal, good hustle. And the Miners are coming the other way. Farrar with a great steal. They try to go to Thorne. It tipped out of bounds. McKee can't run it down. And she was the last one to touch it. It'll belong to the Lady Alices.
Oh, it's going the Miners' way.
Oh, it is. I thought McKee was the last to touch that.
It looked like it.
Okay, nobody's debating it. So Sullivan to Archer. Sam. McKee. Miners really running them. I wonder if they've scouted something. It says they're only playing a few players, but there's a great anticipation steal by Farrar. Up off the glass, yes. Great hustle by Kia. The 5'9" junior, her first 2 of the ball game. 18-9, Miners leading. 6:55 to go in this first half of play on the Stanger home scoreboard. Sullivan to J.C. Archer. Archer around the Franklin's screen. Addie McKee to Sullivan. Again around the Franklin screen. Archer with the left hand to McKee. That was close. There's a push. Nothing called. Sullivan. Archer.
That's what they're trying to do.
Off the glass, no good. We're coming the other way, McCrary. Franklin is right with her. They try to go into Thorne, and they do.
You can see the game plan for sure.
Marlo Thorne, 6'2" sophomore, 4 points tonight. 18-11. There's a shot up, no good. Thorne with a rebound. McCrary sees Farrar wide open. She'll take it up off the glass, no good. Wants to go back to Thorne. Thorne gets tied up but travels, didn't she? Nope, they called a foul. She was fouled, attempting to follow her own shot. She should. Was it in the act of shooting? Apparently not. Held inbound underneath her own hoop.
Sullivan's going to get that foul, number 1.
Going to inbound. They're looking for Thorne. They get it to her. Gets it to Farrar. Jumper top. No good. It was a tray, but it would not fall for her. I don't know who's.
Like
it'll stay with the
Lincoln ball.
With the Lady Ace or Lady Alice's. Inside, a nice move, but they're going to call a traveling call on Grace Archer, the junior, 5'8", for the Lady Alice's. She had the right idea.
Yeah,
she knew what she was going to do.
They're definitely trying to go inside. They've tried 1 3-pointer.
Sullivan being guarded by a new person in the ball game. That's number 3. That's J.J. Riggs. They just switched who's guarding her. McCrary is over on Addie McKee now. That's interesting. Archer spins to her right.
Oh, my gosh. How's that not?
And gets decked. Foul will be called there on Grace Archer. The two Archers going at each other there. You can kind of see where Vincennes is trying to time that to steal the ball.
And they've been successful a couple of times. We saw just a minute ago a fast break shot that went in.
Sullivan.
Riggs.
I thought she would take the tray. She backed off. Wants to go here on the left side. Addie McKee. Archer. Tray on the way.
Boom.
Yes. J.C. Archer feeling it tonight. 6, 8, 10, 11 for J.C. Archer on the for Vincennes, throws it out of bounds. Turnover, Miners ball.
10 turnovers.
10 turnovers for the
Alice's, 6 for the Miners. Dorner coming in. Archer going to sit for a little bit.
Grace Archer for Vincennes. JC's still in the ball game for the Miners.
Yeah.
Very rarely have two Archers on the floor, do we?
2 Riggs. We got 2 McKees and multiple ones sitting on the bench.
Oh, good point. There's a lot of doubles playing here tonight. Great pass. Bella Franklin can't quite bring it in, though. It'll carry him out of bounds. Bella cutting to the hoop. Pass was just a little high. McCrary to inbound. Riggs. Back to McCrary. Back to Riggs. Archer trying for the steal there. No go. McCrary gets it across the timeline. Farrar pivoting around. Get it back to McCrary. Into Thorne. Kicks it out to Farrar. Jumper rims around. No good. It won't fall. Addie McKee comes out with a rebound. Franklin. Archer. Back to Bella. Bounce pass out on top to Addie McKee. Sullivan. Run the offense. Archer backs off top and waves back to Sullivan to take control.
Now they're setting up the double stack.
Addie. Looked like that was going to fall. Whoa, there's a push by McCrary right in the back of J.C. Archer, and the referee right there to see that. How many fouls is that on McCrary?
Did they say 21? Second foul on McCrary.
Miners to inbound. Franklin pulls the trigger and gets it picked off by Farrar. McCrary moves to the hoop on no good. Sullivan coming the other way. Blazing speed. Oops, loses the ball in the lane. I thought you may have kicked it. But Riggs coming the other way. That won't count. Thorne with the rebound, and she'll get the and one. Six points now for Marlo Thorne. And this will be her first free throw attempt on the night.
Second foul on Bella Franklin, too.
Olivia McKee coming back in. Sam going out. You made a good point, Big D. She's coming back in with 2 fouls already.
Can't pick up
3:07 to play here in this first half.
Can't pick up number 3, nor can Franklin. Long game ahead.
Bella gets the rebound. Out to the outlet. Sullivan tried to pick her pocket. No go. Olivia McKee on the left, Sullivan on the right. Franklin, bounce pass out to Archer. Back to Sullivan. Archer.
Reset.
Miners being patient.
Yeah, it's like almost like this was the mantra this week was to take time.
Bella.
There you go. She should have tried to put that up.
Looking for an open shot. Addie McKee. Archer. Olivia McKee, a tray on the way. A Walton Funeral Service three-pointer for Olivia McKee. 24-13, Miners by 11.
The assist from
McCrary
Franklin.
tied up. Oh, it's almost close to being over and back. There's a move to the glass and a great roll.
Foul number 3.
Kenzie Dorner gets the shot and the foul.
And that's a big one. She's got to get out of there.
So McKee will head to the bench with 3 fouls. Sam will come right back in.
It's a big foul, 32. I mean, she's a big player. We just don't have a whole lot of depth.
But when they're hustle fouls, it's just hard to.
Yeah, it's
and
hard,
she was hustling.
Hard to pull back. She was trying to get to the baseline.
Dorner's free throw up, no good. Sullivan. Archer. Free path to the hoop, and then she's knocked down by Thorne, I think is who the foul is going to be on. I think that'll be her first.
First foul should put
Archer
at the line.
She's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Should get a pair here. 3, 6, 8, 10, 11 in the game now for JC. Team high. It's the first free throw. She'll get another one. Gunning for her 13th point on the night here. Rims around, no good. Coming the other way. Ooh, I thought Bella thought she was going to get a steal there. They go into Thorne.
Ooh.
They had a backdoor play breaking there with Dorner, but didn't get it. There's a free shot, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Farrar. It'll belong to the Miners.
And Lincoln not hitting the threes. They've only tried 3 of them, but they've been wildly off.
Sullivan to Bella, working on the left side. Archer.
And they're just kind of weaving the outside, and there's nobody inside at all. It's all 5 girls around the 3-point stripe.
Archer wants the tray. Off the rim, no good. Coming the other way, Farrar wide open. Gets the breakaway layup. 4 in the game for Kaya Farrar. 1 minute now to go in this first half. 25-17, Miners leading by 8. Sam gets the ball tipped. We're coming the other way. Breakaway layup is up and good by Riggs.
2 in a row.
And yeah, they got to talk about that. They're having some problems. That's 2, 4, 6, 7 points now for Tia Riggs. It's 25-19 with 43 ticks remaining in this first half. The Miners lead, but it's slowly disappearing. Dwindling. This is Rader Media Sports.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
43 seconds now remaining in this first half. 25-19. Miners leading by 6, but boy, I think the largest lead of the game has been 10, hasn't it, so far for the Miners?
I think 11's what I had, but the
11.
Miners only have put up 7 points in this half. I believe they've
or in this quarter.
Yeah, I think they have 10. Seems like it ought to be more than that, but I think it was 18 to
The Miners have scored 7 points in this quarter, and on the other hand, they've scored 12.
Yeah.
So the Lady Alice's making a run here. Miners going for the last shot before the halftime intermission. Franklin on the left. Addie McKee looks things over. Alice's have stayed in this man-for-man.
Trying to double pick on the backside. Right there.
Addie McKee open with the double pick. In and out, no good. Franklin with a great time to rebound. Gets it over to Archer. Her shot, no good. Thorne with a rebound. And we're coming the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steal by the Miners, and then a foul with just 0.6 of a second remaining. Who's it going to be on?
Nice hustle by Bella Franklin. Coming down and just kind of ripping that ball away. The foul is going to be on number 12, Dorner.
I don't know if the Miners even have a chance to get this in the air, but they're going to try. Sullivan, no good. A game try, but that's going to be the score at the intermission. Miners will lead it by 6, 25-19 over the Vincennes Lincoln Lady Alice's. It is halftime, but that's the score on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports. Got to get it in the air. Shot up. It's a three-pointer. Jackson Miller calls the big shot. Bingo! Oh, my God.
We thank those Rader Media Sports sponsors who make our broadcast free to view for those at home, abroad, and who watch on the replay. Whether you're a Miner Pride sponsor, a One Sports sponsor, or simply appear as rotating banner sponsor, Rader Media Sports helps to promote you well beyond the broadcast. You appear in many live broadcasts each game night, but many rewatch after the final buzzer or horn, giving you increased exposure for years to come. You're listed on each sports web link on RaderMediaSports.com, giving visitors the opportunity to hyperlink directly back to your business website or social media page. Game Day social media graphics list your business or name as another reference to you. And we're developing additional ways to give extra promotions to our Miner Pride sponsors even after a signed contract, all free of charge. Reminder, 30% of all sponsorships received are donated directly back to Linton-Stockton schools. The remainder is used for IHSAA fees, our Miners Broadcasting Student Club, scholarships, equipment, travel out of town, and even out-of-state games, and donated back to other causes within our community.
Getting through, they break out in the open. Can they do it?
Come on, Jesse.
At the 50. Run, Jesse, run!
Oh, yeah.
30,
Go, baby.
20, 10, 5. Touchdown, oh, mama!
So what are you waiting for? Sponsorships start as little as $100 a season, which includes regular and postseason play. Let us help get your business, organization, and family name before thousands through dedicated social media marketing. Rader Media Sports prides itself in hard work and professional coverage while providing night in, night out work for all things Linton-Stockton.
Welcome back at intermission. 25-19, Miners leading the Vincennes Lincoln Lady Aces. And it's interesting because the Alice's, doggone it, they come in with a 10-5 record, where the Miners come in at 6-8. So it's kind of interesting how this has played out. Scoring by quarters, 18 points for Linton Miners. They came out firing on all cylinders in the first quarter, then 25 at intermission. So they only had a 7-point second quarter. And the Lady Alice's 7 points at the end of quarter number 1, but then came back with 11 points in the second quarter for 19 at the intermission. So looking at Linton scoring first, Audrey Sullivan with 7 points, including one tray, one three-pointer, is 0 for 1 from the free throw line. J.C. Archer with 2 trays and also 2 of 3 from the free throw line and some 2 jumpers from the field for 12. Addie McKee with 3 and Olivia McKee with 3. Both of those Walton Funeral Service 3-pointers for a total of 25 here at your intermission break. Now for Vincennes Lincoln with 19 points at the intermission. Kaya Farrar, the junior, coming out with 4 points. Tia Riggs with 7. That's obviously 3 jumpers and then a free throw, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Marlo Thorne, who came out with 6 points on the night, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. And Kenzie Dorner, 2 points and 0 for 1 from the free throw line for a total of 19 here at the intermission. But Big D has some other statistics that are pretty important, and we'll take a look at those when we come back. This is Rader Media Sports.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to halftime with the Miners lead it on the Stanger home scoreboard, 25-19. But Big D, the stats always kind of tell the story.
Yeah, and the Miners, after that showing on Tuesday, came out hot tonight. Overall field goal percentage, 9 of 21. As you see, 43% from the field. They're shooting 40 from the twos, but then 45%. They're 5 of 11 from three-point land. They hit those early in the contest, got on top, I believe, 9-0 quickly. Free throw line, 2 of 4 for 50%. The leading rebounders, Miners with 12 boards, 4 of them on the offensive side. Of course, battling the 6'1" Marlo Thorne. Leading the way on the rebounds is 3 apiece from J.C. Archer and Addison McKee. J.C. with 2 of those on the offensive side. That's kind of helped along the way. Steals, we got 2 each from Addison McKee and Audrey Sullivan. The turnover battle, Linton with 10, Lincoln with 11. So a little bit of both of those guys doing that. On the board side for field goal percent for Lincoln at 9 of 24, just shooting 38% from the field. They've only tried 3 attempts at three-pointers. They have not hit any of those, so that's 0. 43 of them from the rest of the field. Free throws, they're just 1 of 3. Not many trips to the free throw line for either team. 10 fouls against the Miners, 8 against the Alices. I even tried to keep some points in the paint. Looks like Linton just with 1 of those. The Alices with 3 of 4. And then the fast break points, the Miners with 2, 6 for the Alices. Leading on the boards, obviously we don't have to probably tell you who that is Marlo Thorne. She has 5 boards, 2 of those on the offense. And Tia Riggs with 2 boards on the offensive side as well. Why is that offensive number important? Because that gives you a second chance, Kevin. Sometimes gives you a third chance to get the points. And we've seen the Lincoln Alices able to get some offensive boards on missed kind of bunnies and then put the second one in and actually get three-point play out of it.
And how cool is that to be able to see Big D's stats on the screen at the same time?
Before long,
Heather, that's very cool.
We'll have a complete sync up between my computer and yours, and you'll just import everything. But
oh my gosh, that'll be good. Well, one thing I've noticed about this has been a fast-paced first half.
Yeah, it's kind of lulled because Linton's kind of running the weave, like I said, 5 across, all the way across the top, and and sometimes when you're doing the weave like that, you're expecting somebody to shoot back door on the inside. I don't know if maybe we're setting that up for the second half later on because there's not anybody really cutting. A couple of times girls have gone to baseline, have gotten trapped down there. They shoot it out for the three-point shot. I like the fact that J.C. Archer, she tries. She tries,
takes it to the cup.
She tries to take it to the cup, and she's got a couple of old-fashioned three-pointers tonight. Obviously, what the Alices are doing is they're bringing it down, trying to feed Marlo Thorne on the inside, which was a carbon copy of what Rivet did with Herman. Now, we're getting down on Thorne pretty good. Granted, she's got 6 points, but if we get down and shove her where she can't, she's got to make an outlet pass.
Thorne is lanky, whereas Herman had
muscle.
And it was harder to move her out, where tonight I think they have had some success with Thorne early here. One thing I've noticed that Miners have played with 6 players. Lincoln, the Alices have played with 7. So
Yeah.
they're either both playing a tight rotation.
We also want to mention that we like to interact with you on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you are watching, please let us know. And we want to say hello to Sheila McCammon, who commented on YouTube tonight. And Sheila, we've been keeping you in our prayers for the past couple of weeks here. So thank you for tuning in tonight. We also want to say hello to Dan and Teresa Carpenter, who says they're watching from home, and go Miners. So thank you to all for joining us, and we're getting ready to resume play for the second half. And our quarter sponsor for the third quarter is, as always, for every game, Key Associates of Linton. And we'll go ahead and let you know that Key Associates serves Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years, and they've helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. So whether you're looking to buy your dream home or next investment, or sell your home to enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way.
Big D, it's interesting, and it doesn't always work this way, but tonight anyway, 19 of the Miners' 25 points are scored by freshmen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's saying, I mean, it bodes well if you're looking at that, going 2 freshmen that are obviously you hope going to be able to play for the full 4 years. And
on the other hand, you'd like to see Addie McKee light it up because she's capable of doing it. And well, she just plays so selflessly sometimes that you think there are shots that she could be taking but does not.
Right, and I think the thing we're going to have to watch this second half, and she's not starting the second half, is Sam is going to start, because we've got 3 fouls on Olivia, who only has 3 points, but she's a kind of a defensive mixer-up.
But Sam has played well in relief tonight.
Sam can do the job definitely defensively.
Into Thorne.
Just needs to work on her shot a little bit.
See, Franklin, there's a travel call. And again, the difference here with Thorne and Bella Franklin is how strong Bella Franklin is. When Thorne just collided with her, she immediately lost her steps and collapsed. And that's because Bella is physical.
Bella didn't go anywhere.
Archer working on the right side. Starts to drive, kicks it out. Addie McKee had the chance for a 3
right there's
there.
What you were
Didn't
talking
take
about.
it.
Right there's what you were talking about.
She's just very selfless ball player. Archer working around the left. Kicks it out to Addie. There's her shot. Yes!
Sir.
Glad to see that. The second Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer for Addie McKee. 6 points on the night. And a good start of the second half at 28-19 Miners.
Third assist from Archer.
Alice is working on the right side. Now it on top McCrary. Over to the left to Riggs. Shot up no good off the iron. Rebound is pulled down by Archer. And she's off and running. JC kicks it back out to Sam. Over to Sullivan. You know, I'd like to see Sam take a few shots too, because she is capable. Sullivan right to the rim.
Nice.
And then she has to ask the referee for a moment to tie her shoe. It's her first 2 in the second half. 9 of the game now for Sullivan.
Start. First 5 of the second half. A really powerful rebound by Archer down here, and she was battling 15. The 2 Archers were going at it. Big size difference.
Franklin with a steal there. They're going to call her for the foul.
Oh, my.
That looked like a good play by Bella.
And that's foul number 3 on her. Oh, I guess it's 2. I thought that was 3. I'll take it.
Well, but you make a good point. She has to be careful.
Well,
I don't think there's anybody else who can guard Thorne the way Bella does.
My book says 2 as well. I jumped the gun.
Working on the right side is Riggs. They go into Thorne. Pivots around, kicks it right back out. Riggs to the left. McCrary into Thorne. Jumper right side, too hard by Tia Riggs. Thorne with the rebound. Tia Riggs kicks it back out. Back in again to Thorne, off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around, and the Miners come up with it. I thought for a minute there were like 4-on-1, and the one was going to get it.
Thought she was too.
Franklin.
Nice try.
Nice bounce pass. Sam open.
There you go, Sam. There you go.
Aaliyah Sam gets her first 2 of the night. 32-19 Miners. Again, just like in the first quarter, the Miners come out hitting on all cylinders here. McCrary with her 3 of her own. It's an air ball. We're coming the other way. Archer. Oh, I didn't. Well, let's see. That was a traveling call on McKee.
11th turnover.
And we have
a timeout.
I'm sorry, we have a timeout already. 5:33 to go here in third quarter play. Miners now with a 13-point lead, 32-19 on the Stanger home scoreboard over the Lady Alices from Vincennes Lincoln. This is Rader Media Sports.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
The snow and cold are plentiful this year, so watch out for the ice. Make sure your vehicle is protected now. Call Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance to melt your worries away.
5:30. Oh, sorry.
Well, I deal with Audrey myself, and she's helped me out on a couple of situations, so that's great that she's on the team.
Yeah. Good people. 5:33 remaining in this quarter number 3, 32-19. Miners on top. Coming out. Franklin pressuring the ball a little bit. Getting it to McCrary.
Oh, nice.
Now inside. Shot up, no good. It was a great try by Grace Archer. Just a little too hard. I think she got a little caught up underneath the rim. Bella. Wide open, right side. Jumper, too hard. Rebound is pulled out by Farrar. To McCrary. To J.J. Riggs. J.J. off and running. Great feed to Archer underneath, and they're going to see the Miners tip it out.
Yeah, the other Archer got her hand in there just the last second. That was a nice feed. Archer.
Well, that and, like you said, Riggs and McKee's and my gosh.
Well, there's a Franklin and a Franklin on the bench as well.
Underneath, shot up off the rim is good by Grace Archer.
The hook.
First two for Grace, the junior. 32-21, Miners by 11 on the Stanger home scoreboard.
Ooh, almost.
Bella.
Hey,
Nice move to the hoop, but too hard. It was there, Bella. Oh. She made a great move. Just couldn't make it count. Archer kicks it out to McCrary. Trey on the way. It's good. She gets her first points of the night, and it's a Walton Funeral Home Service 3-pointer. And now the lead is dwindled to 32-24.
I didn't even see it.
Offensive foul. It was a forearm to McCrary. Those two have been giving forearms back and forth to each other to get free. Yeah. McCrary has done the same thing and has not been called for it, but that time Sullivan did it right in front of the referee.
Both teams with 12 turnovers now. Pivotal point, 8-point ball game. 4+ on the clock.
Farrar, McCrary. Bounce pass inside. Riggs. Back out, shot. J.J. Riggs off the glass. Good, and that's a tray. Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer. First points of the night for J.J. Riggs. Oh, Miners.
Miners are falling apart a little bit.
Going to call a timeout because the lead now is down to 5 with 3:52 remaining in the third quarter. Miners 32 and the Lady Alices 27. This is Rader Media Sports. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle Center is home to board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmeter, who has more than 35 years experience treating patients across southern Indiana. For more info, call Team Ortho, 847-3381, Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. Let your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Jathan Wright, help you. When you think about insurance, stop by the office, submit your information online, or give them a call at 812-798-2615. 3:52 to go in the third quarter. 32-27, Miners by 5. But the Lady Alices have made a change, and it's worked out well for them. A shot inside there is good. for
Archer.
And it makes it now 32-29, a 3-point ball game. Wow, did that dissipate quickly?
It sure did, and self-imposed with turnovers and some.
Well, they've taken Thorne out of the ball game, which has given him greater movement of the ball.
Oh, look at that!
And here we go. We got 3 all alone. Kia Farrar gets that point for 6. There's a shot the other way, breakaway, and McKee can't make it count, and they called a foul. Nope, jump ball. Thought it was going to be a foul. Called a jump ball, and the ball will stay with the Miners.
Archer took a pop, or Linton's Archer took a pop to the chin. Things getting a little physical now.
Sam getting ready to inbound the ball.
1-point game, isn't it?
Yep. And there is... Nope, they run it down. I thought it was going to get out. She's trapped, though. Hook pass out on the top, picked off by McCrary, but she's out of bounds. Miners will inbound again. This time Franklin will pull the trigger. A 1-point lead for the Miners, 32-31, 2:57 to play. Wow. And they pulled Thorne out. It made a big difference. Bella Franklin off the glass, no good. Going to call a foul there on Archer.
That was kind of a needless foul there.
That's her second foul.
That was a nice charge to the bucket by Bella. I think maybe she thought that she was going to get some resistance, maybe get a foul. She just kind of threw it up there. But
see, now the Alice's have 14 fouls. Yeah. Miners have 3 in this quarter.
No, they have 0.
0?
Yeah, 2 on the
4
Miners.
4 timeouts left.
All right. Shot up and good. Nice shot by Tia Riggs. She has 9, and they have taken the lead, 33-32, and there's a pass that's get picked off. McCrary. Archer saves it. Great hustle play, and the Miners coming the other way.
Boy, you can just feel the intensity amping up now.
Even in the crowd.
Yeah. Well, I think the physicalness people are wondering about and a 3 seconds call on the other side. We've kind of gotten away from that weave a little bit.
Archer going to take it in, try to get the shot up. Foul called there. Again, JC's a master at I think sometimes she knows she's not going to get the ball up, but she knows she'll draw the foul.
Number 1.
Oh, it wasn't in the act of shooting, huh?
No, he called it on the floor. That
on
was
the floor.
Farrar. Her first.
Inbounding the ball. Franklin goes to the cutter. Sullivan spins, gets a shot up, and she is fouled by number 15, Archer, Grace Archer, for Vincennes, and I think that will put her to the line.
Yeah. I like that Audrey just turned around and was going to put that ball up in the face of such duress, because there's a big difference in size there.
Misses the free throw. She'll get another one.
Definitely going to need these. Miners are 2 out of 5 tonight.
Second win as good as gold. 10 points now for Sullivan. And it is a tie ball game, 33-all with 1:45 to play in quarter number 3. There's another deflection. Underneath, wide open. Archer makes it count. She is losing. They're losing her somewhere a couple of times underneath the hoop. Franklin. Sullivan. Archer. Fakes. Drives to the hoop. Will it count? No, on the floor.
Too bad we're not in the NBA.
That would have counted. Yep.
It's going to be McCrary on the foul. Now that's their third now this quarter, but the quarter's only got 1:28 left.
But that is her third personal foul, so it'll be interesting to see if McCrary.
She's there. She's kind of the
one to watch.
She's the one that seems to motivate the team, both sides of the court.
Well, I hate to say it, but since Thorne has come out, they have really found their offense.
And it's been on the inside. There you go.
Wide open. Great feed to J.C. Archer for her 14th point of the night, her first 2 in the second half.
Franklin with the assist, number 4 for her.
Vincennes coming the other way. J.J. Riggs with the ball. Bounce pass to Tia Riggs. Back to JJ. McCrary will take the tray. No good. Rebound. Tipped. Pulled out of there. Guess what? Archer all alone underneath. She gets another one. She gets her bunnies right underneath the hoop. Just waits. 8 points for Archer.
And that was a second chance point. The long rebound. The Alice's fought and got it. It gave them the opportunity.
Franklin. Bounce pass to Sam. Back to Franklin. Tipped away. Sam comes up with it. Sullivan. McCrary on her. Shot up, no good. Draws the foul.
Nice.
Sullivan will go back to the free throw line.
Nice drive by Sullivan on the baseline. Dorner tried to cut her off, couldn't get over there.
33 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
Definitely need these.
Miners trailing by 2.
Need these free throws. Been a crazy third quarter. Linton got up by their biggest lead of the game, which I have is 13.
11 for Audrey Sullivan.
Had that little spurt, Kevin, where we had 2 or 3 turnovers and missed a couple of inside shots. Vincennes turned it around, and now they're in the lead by a point.
Second one, no good, but Addie McKee runs it down, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Miners.
Great hustle by Addie McKee. Addie's 6th rebound tonight, leads the team.
37-36. The Lady Alice's ahead by 1 with 30 seconds to go.
Oh.
McKee, shot no good. Rebound is pulled out of there by Riggs, by Tia Riggs. She's got the ball. Wants to go to Archer again, and that time the ball goes out of bounds. But
he wasn't sure.
Sullivan twisted around. Is she okay?
She looks like she's in some pain.
Try to help her out up there. Going to try to walk it off.
You don't really have another ball handler on that bench.
Well, you do. Sam is really good at handling the ball.
She's in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Thorne, 24.
Archer's going to go out, and if you're a Linton fan, that's a good thing. Because she has just been brutal underneath against the Miners in this comeback. See, Sullivan's having a hard time even getting her footing.
Got 16 seconds.
Archer bringing it up. Franklin. Sullivan. Back to Bella. Tries to go up with a shot, and Thorne will foul her. And that should put Bella Franklin at the line for a pair with 4.2 remaining in the ball game in the third quarter.
I don't think Thorne thought she was going to go up with it. I think she thought it was going to go out to the corner to Addie. She last minute flipped it up.
Well, they were ready to pick that pass out if she had done that. First point for Bella. It's good to get her involved here offensively, as big a threat as she can be.
Like you say every game, her wealth is not always in the scorebook.
Right. She missed the second free throw. Thorne with the rebound. Whoa. Bringing it up, shot up, no good. So at the end of 3, we're knotted up at 37 all. Boy, stay tuned for the fourth and final quarter. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
The Grill is a Linton tradition that has lasted over 100 years in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You can dine in or carry out at this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. Is your family protected? Contact Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Alicia Cornelius to discuss your auto, home, farm, life, or business needs. She says it's not just about protecting her family. She says, let me help protect yours, too. Proudly serving Indiana. Call 812-582-8941 to speak with Alicia. One agent for all of your insurance needs.
We should mention that this quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks, your key to the very best.
McCrary to trigger the inbounds. Goes to Farrar. Now to Riggs.
There it is. There you go.
3 seconds. Grace Archer likes to get underneath there and sit, and they caught her that time.
Well, that's what the Miner crowd has been yelling about is a 3-second call, and you got to figure maybe Coach Van Devener said something on the break.
Good to see Audrey Sullivan still out there. I was afraid she might have to come off.
Olivia McKee is out there as well.
Addie McKee with the ball. Olivia with the ball.
Oh, dangerous pass.
Goes to Archer. Archer's going to drive. And the foul is going to be called. This will be before the shot as well. But
Archer is really good at JC's you see her pick her lane and she's going to go. Number 1 is going to get that foul. That's Kiara Farrar. Second foul.
McKee. To Bella, and she's fouled by Riggs.
See, that bodes well. Now, that's 2 team fouls on Vincennes Lincoln. Just 39 seconds into the final stanza.
Oh,
my
Archer.
Gosh.
Waited too long. There's a foul called the other way, and I think JC may just be a little upset with herself. Maybe she didn't know she had someone over her shoulder, but
good hustle from number 1 Riggs. But boy,
that great hustle by Riggs.
Coach will have a word.
I think
you can't accuse her of not hustling because she hustles all the time. She's just a little lack on that one.
Free throw for Kia Farrar is up and good. She now has 7 points in the ball game.
Third foul on Archer as well.
Boy, what a turnaround. It looked like the Miners were.
Oh, my gosh.
There she missed a free throw, but they're fight for it. McKee's going to come out there with the ball. 38-37. Miners trailing by 1. Good steal by Riggs. And she's called for traveling. Wow. She's kind of stumbled over McKee. It wasn't Addie's fault. She was on the floor. Riggs stumbled over her and then traveled with the basketball.
A turnover fest is what that was.
Yep. All alone. Archer tried to draw the foul, but she just got the layup. 16 for J.C. Archer. McCrary across the timeline. Farrar, Riggs, McCrary. Inside, Archer. Muscles her way in and gets it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points all coming in the second half from Grace Archer.
Yeah, she used her body to just.
Bella Franklin up and underneath and one.
No
traveling. Oh.
She took just a little bit of an extra step. Man, the turnovers are insane. 18 for Linton, 16 for Lincoln.
40-39. Lincoln on top, and they have the basketball. Shot inside the lane, up no good. Fought for, rebound pulled down by Bella. She's fouled. Let's see who this foul is going to be on. Archer.
And she had bodied up on the outside. And
that's her third.
Yeah.
Sullivan. Addie McKee.
How is that not? Oh, my gosh. They're going to call travel. How is that not a foul? Goodness.
So they'll inbound from the side. McCrary will pull the trigger. 6:09 to play. 40-39. Lincoln on top by 1. This game has turned very physical in this half. They go into Archer. Hook shot up no good. Rebound is pulled down by Riggs, and Aaliyah McKee falls with her. Is Aaliyah going to get the foul? Or is it a jump ball? They call it
on Linton. Going to be on Olivia. That's foul number 4.
That's her fourth.
It looked to me like she just grabbed the ball. And
as she was falling, actually. It should have been maybe a traveling call. They get it up on top to Farrar. Left side, McCrary. Now the left side, Riggs.
11 has been in that lane for a good 5-6 seconds.
Shot up, no good, an air ball. Grace Archer pulls it down, can't make it count, but pulls the rebound out. Now it's bounced away and shot up, no good, but a foul call.
They're kind of imposing their will, and that's the final foul for Olivia McKee. 2 games in a row she's fouled out.
J.J. Riggs will go to the line. She has 3 points on the night. They lead by 1. Oh, she banks that one in. Second free throw, rims around and falls for J.J. She has 5.
Miners need a basket.
Archer. Ooh,
oh, goodness.
Not sure. Sullivan. Bella to Addie.
There you go.
Addie McKee, they really need her down this stretch. She is such a good ball player.
Third foul on J.J. Riggs. Second foul. And that is foul 4 on the Alice's, so we're going to have to make some foul shots. We need to get one in the basket right now, though.
Put it in. Sullivan. Good pickoff by Farrar. McCrary. Whoop. Back to Farrar. Back to McCrary. Inside. Riggs. Shot up. Rims around. No good. Franklin with a rebound. Whoa. There's a foul call. Archer decks Bella. That'll be, I believe, her 4th. Oh, no.
Fourth.
Yeah, there it is.
Fourth.
Fourth. Sometimes it takes that a while to update. That's her 4th foul. Bella Franklin will go to the line, and from here on out, they'll be going to the line with some regularity.
Definitely going to need every point you can get in a game like this. 5:07 on the clock. There you go.
Bella hits the first one. That's 2 points now for her. 2 from 3 from the free throw line. Thorne coming back in now.
Miners 6 of 11 from the free throw line.
Bella will get another one. Miners trailing 42-40. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Thorne. Farrar bringing it up across the timeline.
7 boards for Thorne.
McCrary, they go into Thorne. Kicks it back out. Farrar, jumper. No good. Rebound off. J.C. Archer out of bounds.
Just couldn't quite grab it.
4:52 remaining in the ball game. 42-40. Vincennes Lincoln on top of the Miners. Trying to inbound the ball.
There.
They do to Thorne. Easy bunny. Marlo Thorne with her 8th point of the night. A 44-40 lead. That's the biggest lead for Lincoln.
Yeah.
In the ball game. Sullivan with it. Breaks to the hoop. Shot off the, wanted to go off the glass, and she is fouled.
The whistle came late, but that was definitely a foul, so I don't.
Yeah. J.J. Riggs is kind of in disbelief, but it is a foul called, and now the referee is explaining it to the coach as well. Now explaining it to McCrary. I don't know why, but ball rolls around and will not fall for Sullivan.
Need these foul shots. Plenty of time, 4:33.
And the foul's starting to add up. They need to just take it to the glass. So that second free throw is good. 44-41. Farrar, shot on the right side. Riggs pulls it down, kicks it back out. Sullivan with the steal. What can she do? She tries to go up with it. No foul called. We're coming the other way. It's 3 on nobody. And they miss the shot. But Thorne will pull it down. She misses. The third follow is up, no good. Miners finally tie it up. Jump ball. It's Miner basketball. Wow. How can you have a 3 on none break?
Yeah, I don't know.
And have 3 tries at the rim and not get it in? Wow.
Is it our ball or it is?
No, it's white, isn't it? Yeah, Miner basketball.
A lot of action right there, right at 4:02. The Miners still just 3 points down.
Get it into Sullivan. Now to Addy. McKee bringing it up. Sullivan. Archer. JC.
Oh.
It was knocked away from her.
Yeah, I was about to panic. Defense
Sullivan.
all the way at the top of the stripe.
McKee. Archer.
She'll take it.
Spins. Shot off the glass. Too hard. Riggs pulls down the rebound and gives the ball to McCary. This is an important possession. They already have a 3-point lead at 44-41, and the coach realizes that and calls a timeout for Vincennes Lincoln. 3:24 remaining in the ball game. 44-41. Lincoln on top of the Lady Miners. This is Rader Media Sports. Crane Credit Union supports area schools and wants to encourage every student to do their very best. With youth and teen accounts, students can earn $4 for every A on their semester report cards. For more information, visit your local branch and find out more at cranecu.org. Looking to sell your home? Century 21 Sheets agent Corey Motter specializes in getting top dollar for his clients. With a proven track record and personalized marketing strategies, Corey strives to make selling easy and stress-free. Get the results you deserve and close it with Corey. And Linton Sporting Goods is your local one-stop equipment shop for all things sports, locally owned and operated in the family for over 40 years. They'll make sure you're ready for the start of the season or upgrade throughout the season. Find them on Facebook today.
Kevin, do I see something, or is that a volleyball up there?
Volleyball.
In the rafters.
Yeah, that happens. McCrary, pass to Thorne, baseline jumper, short. Bella Franklin pulls it out. Bounce pass to Sullivan. Audrey working on the right side. Riggs on her. Addie McKee.
Just working it
Sullivan.
around. Don't have a lot of time. Oh,
if she'd have went on reverse layup, it might have had a chance, but Addie got the ball blocked from behind by Thorne. McCrary coming across the timeline. Farrar. Want to go back in there. The ball is, oh my.
Oh, they didn't touch by one of the Miners.
I saw it touched by Thorne. I didn't see it touched by anybody else, but
at the big break, 2:39.
Yeah, it is a big break.
No shot
2:39 going, 44-41.
Look at the height difference in there.
Riggs back out to McCrary. She saves it, but steps on the in line, and well, maybe the basketball gods even that one up.
18 turnovers for the Alices, 20 for the Miners. That's been a big part of tonight's story.
Franklin to inbound, wants to go to Sullivan. She has it now. They're preparing to press her. She gets it to Bella. Bella to Archer. Right idea. Sam gets it.
She saved
Kicks it back out to McKee. Bella. Back to Addie. Sullivan. Back to Addie.
They really need to attack the basket. This is setting up top now. We're almost at 2 minutes.
There's a foul called on Tia Riggs.
It's 4 on Tia Riggs, and put the Miners at the line. They've got to make these.
They've had opportunities.
Yeah. 50% from the line.
9 free throws in this second half, and they've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
7 of 14 for the game.
Addie makes it count. That's her 7th point of the night. She'll get another one, obviously.
Back in the game comes Grace Archer. She's kind of what ignited this whole thing with her shots on the inside. Oh my goodness.
Won't fall for her. 44-42, a one-possession game right now, but it's in favor of Lincoln. Vincennes Lincoln. They pass to Archer underneath. Oh, she had a path to the hoop and did not take it. Bounce pass to McCrary. Left side Farrar, back to McCrary. Back
Some
to
of it.
Farrar. Jumper on the way. It's a tray. No good. Missing badly. Addie McKee coming the other way.
Well, that was a mistake shooting that three-pointer like that.
Sullivan to Bella.
Oh, she traveled.
Bella, nice pass. A dish off to McKee. Addie McKee gets 2. 7 points for Addie.
We're knotted up 44 all. The last 2 games between these 2 teams, overtime and a 2-point win.
McCrary inside to Farrar, or to Riggs. Now back out McCrary, left side, Riggs. There they go inside, and there's that muscle play up there and good by Grace Archer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points for Grace.
She's just too.
Addie McKee kicks it out. Archer, tray on the way, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Archer. Ooh.
That might be it. That might have been it.
46-44. Miners need a defensive steal or to foul.
Oh, my gosh.
Addie picks her pocket. McKee coming the other way off the glass. No good. Foul call.
I'm going to call it on the floor. Boy, what a pick. And Archer.
Addie McKee, a magician out there defensively. She'll go to the line.
That was a good foul by McCrary. I mean, kept it from being a shot, and then going to make her earn it. 4 fouls. Well, that can't be updated because that was on number 21.
It takes them a little while to update that. Addie's free throw on the way. In and out, no good.
Goodness. Needed that.
She steps back up. Thorne coming back in the ball game. Want to make sure they get the rebound. That's a defensive move there.
Well, she has 4 fouls and is a little dinged up.
McKee's second free throw, good. Makes it 46-45. Riggs back to McCrary. Across the timeline.
Jump stop. She wants to
just
get
tie her
fouled.
up.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Is that a timeout or a jump ball? Oh, they called a foul?
Yeah, they called Bella kind of grabbed her. So even if she hits both of these, it's still a 3-point game. No, it isn't.
I don't think we're shooting yet.
We aren't. You're correct.
You had a foul to give.
Correct. I might as well go ahead and put down foul here.
Grace Archer is back in the ball game. Thorne is back out. So it's a defense-offense between Thorne and Archer.
They're 4 of 7 from the free throw line.
Get the ball into J.J. Riggs. Going around the left side, going to the hoop, off the glass, no good. Rebound is pulled down and shot back in by T.J. Riggs.
Riggs got the board.
Tia Riggs.
Riggs.
That's 11 points for her.
It's 11 offensive rebounds for Lincoln. And that puts them up by 3.
I read that already.
We want to remind everyone to stay tuned to the E2 Custom Creations postgame show.
(48-45) is our score with 22 seconds now remaining in the game.
Reminder that our next broadcast will be tomorrow right back here at Linton as the Bloomfield Cardinals come to Linton-Stockton. Going to be a huge game, so if you're planning to come to the game in person, I would suggest you come early.
Could be the biggest crowd for a JV game.
Absolutely.
22 seconds. You've got time to bring the ball down. And
48-45. It's a shot away from a tie ball game.
Miners have not shot much at all from the three-point, although it's 6 of 14. But
the first half they did.
It's been a while.
Sullivan. Oh, they didn't get her the ball. Addie McKee will get it. Addie will bring it up. Expertly, I might add. Archer will drive. Shot no good. Addie McKee with a rebound. Shot no good. And the rebound with the Alice's, and that's going to do it.
Oh, my goodness. Right under the basket. been a handful of those tonight. The Miners have not been able to reel in. Just kind of, I don't know what you can say. You just missed it.
3.9 seconds remaining in the ball game. 48-45. Vincennes Lincoln on top.
She just really needs to hit one of these. 3 seconds.
Tia Riggs. Or is it Farrar? Is it number 1?
Farrar, yeah.
Farrar. Missed the first one.
Keeps us alive, but 3 seconds, not a lot of time.
Plenty of time to get a three-pointer on the way, but if she makes one more, it's
virtually
kind of a moot point. Missed them both, and the rebound goes out of bounds off McCrary. Linton ball with 2.8 remaining. They can try to shoot. They're going to have to shoot a three.
Yeah, it's good.
To try to tie it up and push it into overtime.
We need Jackson Miller to stroll out there. He was an expert at this last year.
I'll tell you what, Addie McKee, Audrey Sullivan, J.C. Archer, Bella, Olivia.
They practice this all the time.
All of those girls can shoot the three. So whoever's open, take it. Although, of course, Olivia has fouled out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Sam is in the ball game. I think Aaliyah
It has
Sam
to be
is
Sam. I don't know who else they would use. I don't know we've seen Abby McKee in the contest a couple of times earlier this year, but they really are just one person off that bench. Opportunities, boy, they've been there too. There's a great drive by Roach inside and missed it, and a great rebound for Addie. She just didn't get it back in there. That still would have just made it a 1-point game. Got the big girl to come out and use her wingspan.
Yeah, Thorne is out to guard the ball on the inbound. Sullivan is open over here to the left.
Overthrow.
Get it up. Overthrown. They wait, and that's going to do it. 48-45. Vincennes Lincoln will come away with a win, advance their record to 11-5. Linton Minor girls will drop now to 6-9. We'll be back with the
E2 Custom Creations post-game show in just a moment. This is Rader Media Sports.
E2 Custom Creations, we know that every memory has a story. Every time we sit around with family and friends, we share those memories. When we pull the boxes of old pictures out of the closet, we revisit those memories of our past. Whether it's a photo or a special moment with family, a picture of a loved one who has passed. When you think about that moment, there's a memory that goes with it. At E2 Custom Creations, we offer custom laser engraving for keepsakes, personalized gifts, home decor, signage, awards, and many other custom made-to-order products. Let us help you personalize a unique gift for a loved one, customize an item, or create promotional materials and awards for your business or athletic team. Our services include engraving and cutting on a variety of materials, including wood, acrylic, leather, granite, marble, glass, and coated metals, just to name a few. If you have an idea, reach out and let's talk about how we can bring your idea to life.
My name is Addison McKee. I've been playing since I was in 3rd grade, and my favorite memory is beating North Knox in sectionals last season.
Hello, my name is Olivia McKee. I've been playing since 3rd grade. My favorite basketball memory was the bus ride after sectionals. My name is Isabella Franklin, and I've been playing since I was in 3rd grade, and my favorite memory is going on a postseason run last year.
So the final 48-45, Vincennes Lincoln will go away with the win tonight. And, boy, you have to admit they stayed at it and fought their way back into this because the Miners seemed to have this game in control. And then all of a sudden when a substitution was made, Grace Archer made everything happen for Vincennes Lincoln. And we'll explain. Let's look at the scoring. Kaya Farrar coming away with 7 points on the night. Kari McCrary coming away with 3, but she was the floor general and
indeed.
did an excellent job. It's not just scoring. But Grace Archer, who did not score and played sparingly, if at all, in the first half, came away with 12 points in the second half, and she was the difference. Tia Riggs coming away with 11, J.J. Riggs coming away with 5, Marlo Thorne coming away with 8, and Kenzie Dorner then coming away with 2 for their total of 48 points. I don't know what that's caught on, Coach, but we'll get it undone here. Coach Garrett Van Evender joins us now. And, Coach, it almost seemed like when Vincennes Lincoln went to decide to pull Thorne out and put Grace Archer in, what a difference. 12 points for her in the second half alone.
Yeah, going into it, that's the one that scared me the most. I mean, she just seems like a ball magnet. It seems like in every game that I've watched, when the ball comes off the rim for them offensively, it just seems to always go towards her. And, she demands a lot of space down there, too. She's very good with her feet and with her hands. Talking to him before the game, she's a Division I softball player. So, she's an athlete. She works out all the time. She's strong. She got us. That's who scared me. And
you could feel the strength in her.
Yeah.
She didn't – normally when Bella muscles up to her, they back down. And with Thorne, she kind of backed down, but – too much muscle on the girl. She was able to make that shot. But, gosh, her team was there. It seemed like in spurts. Started very strong, started the third quarter very strong, and then some kind of self-imposed, turnovers kind of bit us a little bit.
Yeah, we should be used to man press by now, you'd think.
Yeah.
I think every team in the state on our schedule has done it to us. But we just get sped up in times when we shouldn't. And, we talk about it. It seems like daily, and it just hasn't clicked yet. But we'll go over it. We'll get back to it. We'll watch some more film and see what happens. But we got really a lot of shots. We got to the rim a lot, and some of them fall, some of them don't. It just happens.
It was one of those 2 games in a row. Big D said this to me a little bit ago, and it comes down to one possession. So you're right there, Coach.
Yeah. It's. They just got to win one of those.
If they can get, you don't want them to get down because they're there, and I think these battle-tested games like this, will help them as the season goes on. If you're going to have a game where you throw the ball away, rather it happen now than maybe later down the road.
Yeah, really, in reality, I don't think we did too many things out of the ordinary from what we normally do. Just the silly turnovers was part of it, and getting too sped up. But.
Did this game in the second half turn to be a little bit more physical than the first half, Coach?
Yeah.
And you don't – I don't want to get you in any trouble here, but
no.
It just seemed like when Thorne went out, the physicality of this ball game changed.
Yeah, which is part of what I think we both want to do, really. Lincoln's physical, we're physical. I think it just got to a point where, they were just they had a little bit more than we did. Of course, they have a little bit deeper bench than we do, playing 9, or I think they played 9 there. And
with Olivia getting in foul trouble
6, yeah.
early, it kind of hindered what she could do. But Sam came in, did a good job. It was really nice to see her pop that jumper down here.
Yeah, nice to see her have a little bit of confidence. We've been trying to feed into that the whole year. Again, we've talked about it on here, just her taking her shots and getting confident, taking to the rim, be able to get to the free throw line. We're yet to see that happen, but I think it's going to come at a big time. So
you've had a couple of rough ones right in a row, but I say that almost like in a compliment way because your team is right there battling. But, boy, what makes this one hard to swallow is you played so well in that first half, Coach. I thought that might have been one of the best halves I've seen you girls play.
Yeah, that 2-3.
They moved the ball quickly.
Well, and that's what was the frustrating part there in the second half is I don't think we moved it as well. And, I think we were just timid on some of it. We wanted them to switch and take advantage of our mismatches and things like that. And, we got to get better spacing still. But, it's easy stuff. The hard fought, we had a lot of heart in this one, and we started reading a little bit better, I thought. Under out of bounds. Jay had a good read on the under out of bounds, and some of us just go. Believe in yourself and just go. And trust your teammates that she's going to throw the ball or you're making the right play for your teammates. So
what's next for you, Coach?
Saturday, Bloomington North, night game.
That's right. We're there for that one. We'll be there for that one, Coach, and that'll be on the road, correct?
Yeah, yep, on the road. Another tough one. Kind of excited to go see that place. I've never been there, so excited to go see it. And I know you guys been there in volleyball and everything, but, they got a lot of history over there at Bloomington North, so.
Well, the work will pay off. The shots will start falling. You had a couple right there at the end that were just bunnies is what you call them. And, 9 out of 10 times that ball goes in.
Yeah, if we would have hit the first one, it would have changed a lot of things.
Sure.
On the third one, when the time's getting lower, it gets a little stressful. But, we had a couple, though. We had some easy wide-open layups or anything to get us to the free throw line. It would have changed a lot.
Right.
All right, Coach. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate having you very much. And let's go over the scoring for Linton tonight. Audrey Sullivan coming away with a total of 12 points on the night, 7 at halftime and 12 for the ball game. J.C. Archer, 12 points at intermission, 4 points in the second half for 16. Addie McKee with 10 points on the night. Bella Franklin with 2. Olivia McKee with 3. And Aaliyah Sam with 2 for the 45 points. But it was not enough tonight as Lincoln will win it 48-45. But again, there's other stats, Big D, that are just as important.
Certainly, overall the Miners shot a little bit better. They were 41% tonight from the field, 43% from the three-point line, 6 of 14, so that was a lot better. They came out strong on that three-pointer. I think they hit 2 or 3 in the first couple of minutes and kind of shied away from it the rest of the game. On the other side of the coin, 38% from the Alice's, 21 of 55. They didn't shoot a lot from three-point, 2 of 12, not a lot of success, just 17%. From the free throw line, this kind of hurt the Miners. 9 of 18, you hit half of them. That's 9 points you don't get. 4 of 9 for the Alice's at 44%. The rebound battle was about even, 28-23 in favor of the Alice's. But the big number there, again, that offensive boards, 11 of them. It seemed like if Archer didn't hit the shot, Riggs was getting the rebound and putting it in, or they were getting to the line. On the assist side of things, I always want to point that out. Bella Franklin was 6 to lead the Miners. On the other side of the coin, it was McCrary at number 5 feeding it inside. Rebound-wise, I should mention 9 rebounds by Addie McKee, 7 from Bella Franklin. On the Vincennes Lincoln side, 7 from Tia Riggs, 8 from Marlo Thorne, and 5 from Kia Farrar. So just a good physical battle, a game that could have probably gone either way. We didn't want to bring it up to Coach, but, we got up by 13 in that third quarter, really felt good. And then it just kind of slipped away.
Slipped away when Thorne went out of the ball game and Archer came in.
Yeah.
I hate to be so simplistic, but
it was her muscle that made the difference.
Well, and like he said, she's a ball magnet, and she made the difference. 48-45, Vincennes Lincoln wins it. Heather? Oh, I'm sorry. Had it turned down when the coach was on.
As always, we like to say thank you to the sponsors that have made this broadcast possible, so please bear with me here. I'm going to throw them up on the screen so you can see them at your own leisure. The footer banners that you see in rotation during tonight's broadcast: Green Street, Skinner's Towing, Bandanas by Brenna, Veach Cattle of Bloomfield, Tim and Joan Warwick, Martha Butler and Hadley, Margaret Ann Simon, and Donnie and Marilyn Clayton. Our live read sponsors: Fish Monuments, Brock Anderson Construction, Violet and Company, Linton Cycle Sales, Mayor Preble and the City of Linton, Save a Lot, Autumn Trace of Greene County, Friends of Goose Pond, and month-to-month sponsor Midwest Satellite. And as mentioned, our Minor Pride sponsors: Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates of Linton, Klusner Construction, Crane Credit Union, Team Ortho Construction, Jathan Wright with Indiana Farm Bureau, The Grill of Linton, Richard Brown Insurance, Linton Sporting Goods, Alicia Cornelius with Indiana Farm Bureau, Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets, and Michelle Stanger of Stanger Homes. As mentioned, tomorrow night, huge ball game here at Linton. Bloomfield Cardinals head from across the river over to Linton for this SWIAC matchup. As Big D mentioned, probably going to be the biggest JV attendance of the year because the ball game starts at 6. Our goal is to be online at 5:30, permitting we can get online due to ball practices going on here in the gym. So, as always, if you're not able to make it, you can watch us on YouTube or on the Indiana High School Athletic Association's network. So, for Kevin Rader, Dan Phillips, and myself, this is Rader Media Sports.
Thank you for watching this high school girls basketball broadcast. This has been a production of Rader Media Sports. Until next time.